All right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites that come out week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon, aka America. All right. But first off and foremost, we all want to say, call on La Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Kakodash. The honor be unto the elder apostles, the great millstone that do rule and teach well. All right, and shalom to Ankim out there that's pushing his truth, spirit, and power into the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Kakodash. So the Lord, blesses us on this very nice, April, day, to push His word. You see, and things are happening right now. You got people sign up to join the North Korean army to fight against America. You got countries doing away with the U.S. dollar. All right, Saudi Arabia. All right, the MOTB is on the high rise. You got banks in Australia not giving out cash withdrawals anymore. So things are happening. All right.
This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid?
Right. Come on, man, because a trumpet, that's an instrument for a warning. That's why Yahweh Shema Shai said what? Lift up your voice like a trumpet. Okay, because when you're on the watchtower, you gotta warn the people of what? Of impending doom. Okay, read one time.
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid?
Why is that? Because people right now, this is the careless city. Okay, you can have a warning go off on TV right now, and people in America be like, that's just that's just false news. That's just a false flag. You see, that's how Americans are, because this is the careless city. All right.
Can I say something? Yeah. Well, no one's caring about all the derailments and chemical waste. Hey, bro, if they told us in Rochester not to drink the water, I'm about to say something. Like, what are y'all doing? There's things that are happening throughout these states that you can't live a normal life.
Yeah. What they're doing is they're contaminating the water supply. They're contaminating the air supply that you breathe with chemtrails. And all these trail derailments, that's fucking up the farmland. So anything you grow is going to be contaminated. And then on top of that, you got Kill Bill buying up all the farmland. So they want, this damn devil, he wants full spectrum control of the air you breathe, the food you farm in, the land you live on. When they say own nothing and be happy, that's literally what they mean.
And that's why it says, what the scripture, Micah, I believe it says that they work evil upon their beds. Meaning what? Meaning upon, in their chambers in secret. Because the bedroom is what? Somewhere where it's secret, but nobody can see. But guess what? The Most High Yahweh Shema Shai sees. You see?
Back in Amos 3 and 6, shall there be evil in a city, and Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai had not done it?
And guess what? That city soon is gonna be that great city, America. Okay, and people gonna realize that, hey, this is God. Because the judgments. Hey, bro, I was before I went to bed last night. It was back-to-back, alerts about tornadoes, earthquakes, hurricanes. All right, it was a tornado, I believe, last night in Arkansas, man.
Yeah, Lord, fuck that.
You see, it was just one in Mississippi. The Lord is visiting the earth, and people gonna soon realize that once shit is defended, that this is the work of God. Okay, Allah Shadia.
Right, to all you brothers out there, man, y'all in our prayers, man. All about Shah, bless and keep you in the family.
Definitely. Yes,
the Lord, we have brothers everywhere, but the Lord, He's protected it.
So I was gonna say, one of the cities that the tornado, Jake came out and was talking about how it was a historic racist town against Jake.
Oh wow!
So that was judgment.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, man.
That's the Lord, man.
Good. But then you had the Edomite praying. I don't know if y'all saw the meteorologist was praying to Jesus on the air about the tornado.
He was praying to Caesar.
Right.
This is Isaiah 29 and 6. Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire.
Right. It said a great noise, storm and tempest. All right, and ultimately what? The great flame of devouring fire. Well, you all know what that is. Okay, those fiery nuclear arrows. All right, that's soon bound to hit Babylon. Okay, because people, they have a misconception. All right, that this place known as America is gonna keep going on. Through technology, through the presidents of the U.S. of A. This shit is through. All right, everything that America once stood for, it's depleting. All right, America's not as prime anymore. You see?
Back up, brother. I believe the most recent thing is Trump being indicted.
Yep.
So you got all these hardcore Trump supporters, MAGA, Trump 2024. They're gonna lose it, man. There will be civil war out here.
Yes.
Even Christians don't want Babylon to go down. You know,
Right.
People that believe in Christ. Like I was talking to a neighbor of mine, and he was kind of in a woe spirit. Like, man, I don't want to see this happen to our country. And I said, don't you want Jesus to come back?
Right.
He said, yeah, I do. Like, so what you think gonna have to happen?
Right.
You right. What you mean?
Come on, man.
That's a great point because all these hardcore Babylonians, all right, what you people call Americans, they really don't want the Lord to come back.
Nah.
They want to stay here.
They don't.
I got a quick one pertaining to Isaiah 29. And you're saying about the wind and fire. This is Jeremiah 51:1. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind.
Right, a destroying wind. Okay, because America, man, is about to get effed up, man, on all levels. All right, America is getting effed up economically. America is crumbling from the inside out. And how is that going to happen? By Egyptian versus Egyptian, civil unrest, Jacob's trouble. It's going to be all out hell breaking loose. It's going to be like 2020 times 10. You know what I'm talking about?
Today is April 1st. They're pushing the agenda forward to go cashless.
Oh yeah.
So pretty soon you're gonna go to different stores, amusement parks. It's about to be summer out here, and they ain't gonna accept your fucking cash.
Yep. Exactly.
Right? Take that to the bank.
Yep. That's right, man. And then it said a destroying wind. And what's that destroying wind? Okay, that nuclear wind. All right. Just like the movie, you watched the movie Terminator 2, Judgment Day, The Knowing. Those are all depictions on how this society is going to be overthrown, and those are good visuals to watch if you're in the truth, because that keeps you. Those are like faith boosters, to me at least.
Another thing, did you mention that afterwards?
No.
That's a great watch. Man.
Yeah,
very great watch because it shows you how it shows you pestilence, famine, war, Jacob's trouble, pillaging, raping,
and the money collapsing.
And the money collapsing. So that's a very great watch right there. It shows you how this damn devil got a fungus that he's going to use to infect people.
Yep.
Because the fungus can actually take over the body of the host.
Yep. Well, actually, I forgot the name of this new pestilence, but it's through yeast. And it was a picture like somebody's face all effed up. You see, so these pestilences that the Lord is sending is going to be some serious shit.
Real quick, this is from End Time Headline. Magnitude 4.2 earthquake rattles Palomar Mountain in San Diego, California.
And that's another thing too, pertaining to earthquakes and this place going down. This infrastructure that's been laid ain't got much time left either. When you look at the housings, they're slowly, that's what they call gentrification. They're slowly rebuilding stuff. But when you actually look at the majority, look at when we went to Niagara Falls. Oh, man. Look at when you go into the inner cities, urban cities, it's depleted. It's dilapidated. Everything, the water, the electrical, all that stuff is bad.
The
bridges, yeah.
I remember years ago, Tosca Barhead did a lesson on this. He said the infrastructure rating, as well as the roads, bridges, things of that nature, it gets a grade of a grade D. So how much more now?
Quick one.
And the D is now passing grade.
Yeah. Well, it's barely right. D. Remember in high school, how long I get a 65?
Right.
Yeah.
But that's not how you should run society off bare minimum tactics.
Exactly. That means, think about it, man. You got all these fucking bridges out here and all these heavy ass cars and 18-wheelers. The Lord just gonna start having bridge collapses.
Even the material they use, concrete is porous. Even a root can grow through this concrete. So the infrastructure is weak compared to natural resources. Like wood. They just broke down like centuries old Japanese mansion, and they didn't use one nail. It was all like tongue and groove. You know what I'm saying?
Very fine woodworking.
Right, and then and then one wedge it in, and you couldn't. But out here, bro, I do construction. If you do construction, it's tin metal like this right here. Okay, this right here, this may look like marble. This is some acrylic epoxy they put together. They use wood, maybe some cinder blocks, but inside it's drywall, tin, and tin screws. You can run through a wall here, right? Yo, you can't break through a wall in our kingdom, bro.
Right. It's gonna be precious fire, metals, gold, stones,
sapphire, rubies.
You run too fast in the house, you might go to the neighbor's room. And that's another thing too. You got people popped on top of each other.
Oh man.
But real quick, Isaiah 19 and 14, the Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof.
A very perverse spirit. I'm sorry.
No, it says, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And it says, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit.
Yeah, man.
So this place is unstable.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a man who drank too much yaya, like, I'm a little, he run into the wall.
A great example of that is the recent shooting with the alphabet, or whatever the fuck it was, ran up in the school. That was all Freemason.
Oh, yeah.
The adult street children.
Age 9.
And
then when the first recording, they had the regular vans on, and then when it was shot and on the body cam, they had flames on the vans. You know those different style.
Yeah.
So how you got different style shoes on?
Did not believe that woman they used. She's an actress. She don't even look like that. She had makeup on.
Wow.
Man.
You know, but yeah, the shooter killed people, right? So then those people are victims, right? Why they try to make the damn shooter the victim?
Right.
Saying that alphabet people are under attack. No, they're doing the attacking. Right. So that goes back to the instability of this place.
Yep.
You know, the perverseness. When you go into the word wicked, it means perverse, and that's the spirits that's on you people. You have men that want to be women that want to be men. You know, it's crazy out there, man.
Yeah, man. These people are effing sick, man. You know, like their mindset is not right.
Well, I agree when Drake said, "I'm sick of these niggas."
Yeah. Sick of these niggas.
That song. Which he's an insider too.
Yeah,
but you know, we make comical relief, but it's true. And that's why Lot was at the gate. Yeah. That's what camp is. We're at the gate right now, letting the world know its wrongdoings. Yep. Oh, that makes me think the Lord will set up a profitable ruler. What we're complaining about is improper rulership. You can't handle money correctly, food correctly, infrastructure correctly, housing correctly, families correctly. Your correctional facilities are flawed.
Right. Where's the believers of Rochester, man? The Lord might be done with this place, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, we have a few brothers that come out, maybe some people that watch.
Yep.
But your ass should be out here. If you see what's going on, you really believe.
Exactly.
You know? Remember that time we went to the store, that dude came up?
Yeah.
The name and everything.
Yeah, yep.
You know?
Yeah, man. It's a few Jakes that, you know, that we came across, you know, in our daily commute that said, hey, I've been seeing y'all. Well,
you know what that proves? They're not laborers.
Yep.
Because if you were a laborer, you'd be at work right now.
Or if you believe. If you believe, you'll be out here. We're out here on faith.
Exactly.
You know?
Hardcore faith, too.
This is Ezekiel 9 and 4. And the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem,
through Israel, okay,
and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Right, and here it is, you know, just like how Lot was vexed. Guess what? We're vexed too, bro. What you complaining about the infrastructure, all right? The fucking people, the way that life is ran here is completely upside down, all right? And yet nobody out here is complaining but us. All right, that's why he said, set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry. That spiritual mark of what? Exemption. All right, because we are out here standing boldly, you know, proclaiming the power of Yahweh Shema Shah, proclaiming that we're Israelites, proclaiming the oncoming destruction of America. All right?
Quick one.
Yep.
Psalms, and you got it again. Psalms 94:16.
Good one.
Who will rise up for me
on,
against the evildoers?
Who's going to do that? If not us, then who's going to do that? You see? Who's going to come out here week in and week out, all right, doing videos, you know, keeping posts, watching, all right, who's going to come out here and do that? Shalom, bro. Exactly.
You know, so this is a spiritual thing. Like this brother just came up because that's the Lord putting on our spirit to do this, to be out here instead of being lie fainted at the head of the street as a wild bull. You know, you got it.
I'm sorry. We got it, bro.
No, instead we're being what? Righteous shepherds saying, hey, Hey, Yahweh Shai's coming. Yahweh Shai's coming.
All Jake is doing the same dumbass shit, man. Walking around with your pants sagging, with your headphones, listening to that stupid ass music, getting ready to go smoke some weed or commit adultery. Don't you niggas get tired of that shit, man?
Yeah.
The Lord got the gates of repentance open, but you niggas still want to live this dumbass bullshit lifestyle. Man.
For real.
They're trying to revamp 1993.
Yep.
Tacky ass, man.
You know?
Yep. And just like you said, Malak Mary, at camp this past Sunday, you made a point. You was like, Jake out here, people in general, they want that little bit of that murder. They chasing that. You see, so that's why the bro said like these niggas are like he said they want to relive like 1993.
Yeah.
Like you can't party like it's 99 anymore.
About to say that.
This shit is through.
And you know what that is? That's a spirit that's on them.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know, like you say you drink and you had your full, but a spirit will make you think you want to drink more. No, it's a spirit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You sit back and wait, you like, damn, I'm good.
Yep.
But they don't have that discretion. And Babylon doesn't teach that discretion either. So double shame on Babylon. One, as an Israelite, we're supposed to conduct ourselves, but two, under a Gentile state of mind, you're supposed to be the people's keeper.
Exactly.
As the king is the people. So when you look at the lowest of Jake, that's your leaders.
Yep.
A scumbag.
Yeah.
You know, like the whole Pelosi situation. Y'all heard about that when the police had to come because someone so-called hit her husband with a hammer. The neighbors, the only reason I brought it up, the neighbors said that those people are sick. They said that their house stinks. They do mold shit. They walk around naked. And that's your the head of the Congress.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Well, she's probably dead and gone. They just replaced her. But what it's showing you is the people that are leading the nation aren't fit to be leading.
It's real, man.
So if the poor are telling you that, what's that say for the rich that have the means and the necessities to get it done? Mm-hmm. They're not lacking in things. People are, you know why people are going to revolt? Because they're going to realize voting doesn't matter no more.
Right.
Waiting on the judge and the lawyer or the police, it don't matter no more. They're seeing there's no justice.
That's why niggas gotta die. You see, you gotta be,
You know?
make your point.
But that's the problem. That's the problem here. There's an immature spirit, and that's why in the spirit I just looked at him and he felt stupid.
Yeah.
It's like when they do a prank and they say drive off, and the driver don't drive. He looks stupid. You see, we're not even gonna enter. That's a wild bull in Babylon.
That's that folly spirit. Jake has a heavy spirit of folly on him. You in Walmart and shit, niggas just wanna joke around and shit.
Throwing pillows at you.
So they tried to do that to me. I was out with my family, and they was trying to. I saw them going up to different people, but I had that countenance on my face, like,
Don't fuck.
Jay, don't even come over here. They ain't come over.
Good.
That's the spirit.
Good. Finish it off real quick. You got it. Psalms 94:16, which is a question, and this question was just asked. And did that Jake get out and say, "Yo, I need to get in on this"?
Nope.
Instead, he wanted to yell and make mock. Rakata Yabashim outside. They mock the messengers.
Yep.
Right.
Let's go, man. Psalms 94:16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
House of David. All right, that's why it says in Esdras, these are the men that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord.
Right.
Nobody's doing it out here but the apostles, the elders, the bishops, and on down, and of course the rest of the brothers that fall under the banner of the tutelage of Great Millstone, because ultimately they're not scattering, they're gathering. You see?
Niggas gonna understand, man. It's more to life than getting money and messing with hoes.
Getting sex.
There's more to life than that, man. What about your spirit?
There's more world than Babylon.
Right.
That's one thing, the Lord opened me up this year. Is like, wait a minute, I'm on Earth.
Exactly.
Because I was catching hell here. So I started looking at the moon, the stars, I started looking at animals like, I need some peace.
Yeah,
and then the Lord like, man, bro, you on Earth, brother.
Right. You're our planet.
Right, we on Earth, but here it is. You go to the fucking Charlotte Beach. Esau saying that the water closed at 10.
At 5.
At 5. The
At
water?
5.
It still was a
The
nice
water?
day.
Little kids still clapping in it.
The water closed at 5. We on Earth, man. People outside of America are happy. Come on,
Hell
man.
yeah. You know, it's Jakes that leave this country, big ass smile on their face, because they got fresh food. The woman over there treat them better. They ain't tripping, man.
What they call it, passport bro.
I tell Jake all the time, leave.
Yeah.
I tell Jake, the one Jake, I used to talk, he said, what's up, my good brother?
Yeah.
Man, it's always good seeing you.
Yeah.
Because I tell my spirit to give him a message.
Yeah.
To let him know, hey, there's more than America.
Uplift them.
Because see, here in America, the Israelite man is trapped. He's trapped with this judicial system. He's trapped with you wicked ass women. He's trapped with this wicked ass lifestyle. But when you leave America, that's where we become free.
Yep.
Right.
Child support, probation, parole is all what we face here. That's we're snared and trapped here.
Police brutality.
You know, the black woman got mad that Jake left America.
Yep.
We're on a fucking island and you mad because we want to leave. Stay here and be nasty.
Yep.
Stay here and be a hoe. Stay here and be a demon. Stay here and ride off the same system that enslaved your people.
Yep.
Stay here and be a sellout.
Yep.
But we're saying no more.
Right.
Hey, but guess what? But that's why the Jakes that uphold Egypt is gonna fall right along with Egypt.
Like this. They're going to be like this.
Yeah.
Hold a chair on their
man.
ass.
No, they're gonna get
Seven.
pierced. Remember
Yeah.
they said they shall lean and get pierced.
Yep.
That's that. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah,
I'll
man.
finish this off.
And I'm gonna just let y'all know. Listen, Jake about to get effed up. You see that's why the Lord sent us out here to warn Jake because it's about to get bad.
Yeah.
Why would the Lord send us out here if he's not gonna get bad? You see?
He want to be a righteous,
Yeah.
father. know?
Exactly.
Finish it off. Psalms 94:16. Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Right. Who's the ones that are exposing the top elite bakers? Who's the one that's speaking of the flaws in the black community? All right.
Right.
The ones that's constantly rebuking niggas.
Yep.
You see, because nobody else is gonna do that.
Right.
But who's doing
See?
it according to the scriptures, though?
Exactly.
Right.
You might have a remnant
Yeah.
of that in the so-called Hotep Egyptology, but it's what it says if it's not according to make every man a liar. How the script goes.
Yeah, make
Yeah.
Most High's the
word true,
yeah.
every man a
Romans
liar.
3.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what I mean?
Hey, we're the ones telling Jake, hey, you don't make our Black Lives Matter, but when they get shot in the street, now it's Black Lives Matter. Our own people don't show us that our lives matter.
Yep.
Our own women don't even show us our lives matter.
Hey,
But
hey,
a nigga with a face tat, with a
Get
fucking
all the
blood in his
love.
mouth, he gets all the love.
Yeah.
You know? But turning away from this wicked place, you're a lame.
Yep.
But that's why these people, they're going, which a lame means to be crippled, but we're alive. We were standing up on our feet.
Yep.
And they hate that. Even our own people hate that shit.
Unless you're
Job said he who departed from evil, making himself a
Pray.
prey. You know?
Yeah, man.
This is Isaiah 36:6. Lo, thou trusted in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it.
Right? Yep.
Yep, you got it.
It's gonna pierce your ass through, and ultimately with the chip.
Yeah.
You know, that's what ultimately is gonna happen. Keep waiting on your little SSI, your unemployment, your snaps, your welfare.
That's getting cut.
Your draconian government is gonna force something in you with a smile on their face, and your ass gonna go right along with it.
Yep.
So you can still keep being a beast. That's all Jake is. They're a beast out here, man. A little ass apartment slurping up oodles and noodles on a stink ass crack iPhone, being a fucking demon.
Yep.
And we supposed to just sit here? It's the future.
Right.
It's 2023,
Yep.
and we still gotta deal with this bullshit.
Yeah, man. And that's why constantly, if you go to the book of Judges, it says that the anger of the Lord was hot toward Israel.
I'm gonna get it, man.
Constantly, man.
Because you know, man, a lot of y'all about some other stuff, bro. Because when you really think about it, if the Lord didn't come, it'd just be the same shit.
Yep.
If we went off, we in captivity. The Lord said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna let y'all sit for a while."
Yep.
It's like that child that keep going to jail,
Yeah.
rotting there, man.
Yeah.
Don't call me.
No commissary no more, no visits.
Yep.
Tough love they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in Sirach 17, it says he nourished them with discipline.
Yep.
Because look what you do with your freedom. You know?
Act like Edom.
You go hoarding after other gods. And Jake still do this shit today. A lot of our people are heavy in Islam,
Yep.
Christianity, Catholicism, Day of the Dead, witchcraft.
Yeah.
Rap.
Yep.
You know?
I got a quick one.
Yep.
Isaiah 9:16. For the leaders of black people cause them to err.
You cause them to F up and go off.
That's in the Bible.
Yep. The leaders of black people, all right, of this people.
It's a lot.
You know? Nah, you good, bro. Read
Yep.
it again. About to get shot.
Yep. It says, what you know about that, brother? It says, for the leaders of this people,
The false leaders, the false prophets,
yep, cause them to err,
cause them to err, all right, to go off, to go further from the Lord than closer, you see?
and they that are led of them are
They
destroyed.
that are led them are destroyed because why? both the blind, the blindly the blind, they shall both fall into a ditch. You see? So how can somebody that's blind lead another blind person? You see, Jake, they're both lost. All right, and Jake, being that they have a lack of knowledge, they're just going around. They just going right along with it because they're sheep. You see, Jake is sheep.
They're sheep with a brute beast mindset.
Yeah. Very brute beast mindset.
Sheep that don't know where the hell it's going, but it's trying to lead you.
Yeah, it's an aggressive sheep.
Yeah.
You're telling them like, no, this way.
Yeah.
They want to go to the slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
Right. Hard, bro.
Man.
Isaiah 1:3.
But that's why he says exactly. Isaiah 1:3 is a good one. But that's why he says, my people are going to be led to the slaughter.
Yep.
You have something?
Finishing off, it says, so is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. I mean, it says, man, whoever trusts in man, cursed is that man.
Yeah, man.
So you want to put your trust in Esau, the so-called white man, or this system, you're going to be cursed.
Yep. Because why? Because our God because we have the God already. Our God is Yahweh Shai. So why would we put our trust in this evil ass man, knowing that the Lord set him up, and knowing that his place is going to be destroyed? Why'd you put trust in him and not in the Lord? You see, the Lord controls everything that's going on right now. You see, so why put your trust in somebody that's in flesh and not the Most High? You see,
why even go to
Isaiah
them?
31.
Right,
oh, you got to get that too. Yeah.
I got it. Why even go to them for support?
Who's gonna support you?
The gas stations.
Ain't you niggas tired of marching and shit?
But that's why I say that.
Yeah.
Because a nigga will say Black Lives Matter, but a nigga woman will side eye me to death. Like, what the fuck? Show me my life matter.
Nigga will bump you and keep it pushing. Yeah, man. That whole BLM, that shit is that was just another distraction and another plot to bring in Esau's agenda.
Yep.
You see, with the whole transformer.
Moism.
Yeah, man.
Rock niggas to sleep.
Really, that opened the door for the days of Lot.
Yeah, it really did. It really did because at first BLM, I just seen black people, so-called Jakes, so-called black people, right? But then a few months later, you got fucking pink hair, people with them. It's like, how that get weirdos? Where the fuck that come from? You see?
And that proves that the Lord not with Jake getting liberated in Babylon.
Yeah.
Because if they would have left BLM alone, it would have became another Black Panther movement.
Yeah.
So they shut the Black Panther movement down and brought in RuPaul.
Exactly.
Well, they did though. They brought out the new group. What was that? Not fucking around.
Yep.
Coalition.
Yeah.
With another black.
Which he was set up.
Yeah.
He was set up.
That nigga's a DJ and a politician.
And he was running for president.
Yeah. I remember
And
that.
he was gonna shoot someone for Trump at a rally. He went like this. What do you think? And his name was.
Nothing worked. It don't work.
It don't
Nothing
work.
worked.
Yep.
Nothing Jake do, it worked.
The Lord said, no man shall buy you.
Right.
We ain't living in the book of Judges no more, man.
Right. Real quick, why does it say in Deuteronomy 28, no man shall buy you? Why did it say that? According to our law.
Because we can't be
No, according to our law. All right, I'll just say it. Because you can buy a Hebrew servant out of slavery.
right.
So the Lord was letting you know you're not going to be able to get bought out of this captivity you're going to be in.
Right.
Which then proves Yahweh Shai, no man shall buy you. He's not going to meet us as a man. Because we were redeemed, Galatians 4:4, by his blood.
Right.
See?
Exactly.
That's what that Jake don't get.
Exactly.
You're not going to be liberated out of here.
Exactly.
Our liberator is Yahweh Shai.
Right.
And through his sacrifice.
And the Lord did that already. He sent Shamgar, Gideon, Ehud,
Jephthah.
Samson, David, mighty man,
Yeah, man.
He even raised up Deborah,
the Maccabees,
Deborah,
Yeah.
Barak.
Barak. But really it was Barak.
Yeah.
Because she was in a leadership role, but it was Barak and the 10,000 men.
She was as a mother to Israel.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's what the scripture says. She was as a mother, but she still went to a man. So
Yep.
she was in the right spirit.
Yep. Well, the Lord used Esther and Mordecai, which that's a fire read.
I got it.
If
Yeah, I
you
got it.
read Esther,
Yeah.
it's when you're done reading, you'll say, vocab. You know what I mean?
Was one of them the one that was so beautiful that she tricked one of the who was that she tricked when they tried to bring Israel? I think they locked us in on a hilltop.
To stop
Oh,
war.
Yeah, that's another
That
one.
in Judith? I think that's
What's
in
her
that's
name?
Judah.
I forgot her
Judith. Yeah,
name.
that's in Judith.
But yeah, she used the beauty
Yeah,
to
she
trick
was so
them.
gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, now
man.
you got Jake using the beauty of women to get you into their congregations.
Yep.
That's why Yahushua called them the prophets of Balaam, because Balaam was a wicked Moabite that wanted Jake to get into sexual abominations, a sex cult, so they could go off. That's why Phineas threw the spear through the Jake and the Moabite woman. You know?
Yeah.
And so these camps now that talk about Shalom sisters, they using these sisters to get more men. Like that thick ATL Christian church down there in Atlanta. With all them big booty black women.
Because they know the only reason why Jake would go to the church is for them.
Shit, I would go. I know I would.
Come on,
They up in there
BBW.
twerking and shit.
Yeah.
Where else you going? They not reading no scriptures.
And guess what, man? Those jakes like that, if they didn't repent, you know what I mean? Ultimately, the Lord doesn't want them, you see? Because now we are in these very prophetic times, and you basing this so-called this black Christian church shaking ass and eating lamb every day. You see?
Yeah.
So what's that going to profit you to build you up in these latter times? You
But
see?
these scriptures tell
But that's
you
why it
that.
says, real quick, Isaiah 33:6.
Yeah.
That's why he's going to get it.
But the scripture tell you not to marvel at the beauty of a woman.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we marvel at her, you like, man, she fine, but not knowing that bitch,
She wicked.
she not right in the head.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Beauty is deceitful.
Yeah.
Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge
And wisdom and knowledge, right?
shall be the stability of thy times,
Yep.
and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Right. So, so us, you know, constantly in the scripture studying, constantly watching, you know, the apostles' videos, other brothers' videos, constantly eating the roll. You see, constantly being built up.
Yep.
That's how we're gonna be, because that's the wisdom and knowledge. That's our stability. It's like you practicing for a test or practicing for a championship game in sport. Yeah. How do you expect to get better and win the game if you're not training? If you're not watching game tapes, you see?
Practice makes perfect.
Exactly, practice makes perfect.
Much experience.
Mhm.
So you're practicing is gaining experience.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you need. That's what our apostles and elders have. That's why I like to listen to.
Exactly.
You know, it's just like you're who's Mike Tyson trainer?
Kamado, Gus D'Amato.
Cuz the Amato. Yep.
You know, look how he got him. Peekaboo style.
Yeah.
How many boxers master that shit?
Right.
I mean, he's all this stuff, man. You know?
Yeah, man. That's why the other Jakes, you know, soon, like I said, if they don't, you know, but the Lord can have them stay in that, you know, that whole ordeal just to get judged. You know? But hey, the prophets are out here, so it's not like, you know, the Lord didn't warn you. You know?
That's why we're seeing these last days. You want to be great at something, you got to give your life to it.
Exactly.
Right.
There's no getting
You
around
have to.
it.
Right, you gotta have a spirit like Mamba.
Yeah.
You know, but for the Lord,
Yeah.
with balance, of course, because you have to have balance in the truth.
You have
You're
to.
not just going to be studying chess all day. So you get you an outlet. You know, if you're into MMA, do that. If you're into boxing, playing ball, chess,
man.
you know.
What's that scripture you send out? You said, be not over righteous.
Yeah,
Do not
exactly.
study to
Destroying
basically
us.
drive yourself
Yeah.
Google.
Yeah.
Reading all the damn books. Like,
Yeah.
goddamn, your brain. That's
Yeah.
why I think you see a lot of, like, professors and colleges, they end up having Alzheimer's and dementia.
Yeah,
all
there's-
that fucking studying.
Right.
There's a that also is that affects like great grandmasters in chess. They
Yeah.
call it like the chess mind or something. But basically, you're thinking so deep into
Right.
all these moves to where they forget the most basic
Yeah.
thing,
Basics,
and
yeah.
then they blunder
Yeah.
because you're like, you know,
He's like 8 moves ahead and shit.
Like I remember one time I got too much precepting. Like I was precepting, and then when I went to do the lesson, I was going to the wrong book with the same verse. So I was mixing Nehemiah up with Judges when I was looking for something that was in Judges, and I thought it was in Nehemiah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you learn what to eat. You let it settle in.
Balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
See, what people gotta understand is the men of the Lord were always well-rounded men. Like David was a wise man. He was a king. He was a warrior. He was a family man. He had a wife, children. Well-rounded. You know?
But they tell you that a lot of Jakes in the world, they be like, why should I listen to you? You ain't never been through nothing. You know, you have somebody that
Yeah.
don't do this, don't do that, but you ain't been through nothing.
Mhm.
Fuck, I'm gonna listen to you for it.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
This is Romans 12:1, and then we could go back to prophecy, you know. It says, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living
It
sacrifice.
said that ye present your body is a living sacrifice, meaning what? Meaning that you want to willingly do the work of the Lord. You want to act. You want to put your hands and feet in this and actually indulge in it. You know, you want to present yourself to Yahweh Shema Shad, you know, to hope that you are blameless and found worthy in the eyes of the Lord. You see?
And it reads, holy, meaning not being worldly.
Yep.
Acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service.
Right, man. Yep.
And be not conformed to this world.
Yep. And be not conformed to this world, because this world is wicked, man. You know, because what's this say? Matthew said that broad's the way. You know, you can fall into any trap out here in Babylon, man. Nobody will ever know.
But it's do a number on you.
Yeah, man.
It literally break you down.
Yeah.
Like people hit 30 years old. Oh shit, I'm old.
Yeah.
You're still young when you think about it, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't really say you're old till you're like 60. That's these bodies and it's died and how America breaks you down.
No food they got.
You know, by
GMO.
the time you're 30 years, you're ready to give up the ghost.
Yep.
Right.
And then even then, I watching this clip last night with this Jake, and he was like, man, you can make one mistake here in America. Well, he didn't say America, but he meant, you know, America. You can make one mistake, and then boom, everything's over. You see that? That's how wicked this place is. Like you can make a mistake, and boom, everything's over. But that's why the scriptures say, a race may fall, but get back up again. You know?
It says that it's polluted and it'll destroy you.
Martyrs,
It's
that's
not
what I
your
was
rest.
thinking. Yeah.
You know?
Very
And
polluted.
then when you go into Isaiah 9 and 16 for that word destroyed, it means swallowed up.
Oh man.
And that's how you feel. You feel swallowed up here, man. You know, you can yell, help, help.
Yep.
Anybody coming? But we now know the Lord will come.
Right.
But this place doesn't tell Jake that they have a God to call on. So they get swallowed up in here, swallowed up in the game, swallowed up in the streets,
Drugs.
swallowed up with the money, drugs, the rap. This shit will swallow your ass up, man, and then you're devoured. It says they eat up my people as bread,
Yep.
you know?
They get swallowed up in a woman, and the ultimate woman is what? The whore.
Yep.
America.
Yep.
You see?
Well, you saw that dude walk by us, you saw him, he had his woman, he looking at us. I like, damn, that motherfucker, that's his God right there.
Yeah.
They worried about you, Chauncey.
That might have been
Great.
Right, the nigga, I thought that might have been a dyke. I thought it was a dyke.
This place so fucking confusing, man.
A little more, it says, Romans 12 and 2, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Right, of your spirit. Because once you come into the truth, you know, of course, it's going to take a minute for the old man to shut off, you know? But that's the transforming of the renewing of your mind. You see? You can watch the first season of Dragon Ball Z and watch the most recent episode, and it's a whole different Goku. You see? So we got to be transformed. You know, that's why it says we are made new creatures in the Shad Mashiach.
Another thing is that growth.
Yeah, exactly. That growth. You know? That's what I'm getting at, growth.
And you got a lot of wild bulls in Zion they went from banging in the streets to banging with the Bible.
Now they making rap videos.
Yeah.
Hating on Esau and saying, man.
You know, Jake got heavy. Jake loves this world. You know, we're not saying it's not wrong with brothers making music, but the way they glorified and like put it in your face is kind of off.
It's commercial.
Yeah, it's commercial.
You know what I'm saying? And they doing it for filthy lucre.
Exactly.
Like, no, we just out here. We're not asking for money.
Yeah.
You know,
Jake, bro, Jake.
We don't have no gimmicks.
Yeah, like, bro, how you can't supplant the supplanted, bro.
And really, music is a weapon that keeps attacking Jake.
Yeah.
You know, anytime Cassidy, what's up, brother? Anytime Cassidy make a rap song, you know he's talking about killing another Jake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Weapon. It's a weapon. Finish off. It says that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
Right, man. Right now, we're doing the will of the Lord. You know, if the Lord came back right now, we'll be delivered. We'll be the Lord. Oh, you know what I mean? Come with me. You're not gathering. You're not scattering. You can gather water. You know? Oh, what do you have, bro? That was it.
This is Isaiah 31 and verse 1.
Oh, yeah.
Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
Yep, destruction unto them that go down to Egypt for help, that go down to the white man for support. Now, of course, you know, we got to go to work, get our daily bread. We're not saying that, but like the ones who actually step out, you know, their means to go, you know what I mean, get some, chill out, man.
The ones who got his head up their ass. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like the one Jake from years ago, he came by the camp and he said, the white man gave me food.
Yeah. It was some old ass Jake, some old bottle. He walked past Kim and he say, y'all got any food? He said, nah, all we got the Bible, the righteous food, the spiritual food. Then he said, man. Then he walked across the street to the Radisson Hotel, came out with a fucking big ass Aldi's price right bag and said, look it, the white man gave me food. And well, guess what? You're gonna die along right with the white man.
But just like that white little tramp over there said it when we was on the corner, talk about y'all got any food?
Yeah.
He's like, well, what? Just y'all not right. The other people give us sandwiches.
Right, yeah.
I wish I had to deal with that.
Yeah.
He said, you only came to me for the food.
For the food.
And that's Jake, man.
Right.
The Lord said you should not live by bread alone.
Exactly.
Right.
So relax, man.
And guess what? It's gonna be famine anyway. It's gonna be a carnal famine and a spiritual famine. The famine of hearing the worship of the Lord and the famine of actually eating. You see?
And if I knew you was coming, maybe I would have brought you.
Fat ass.
Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's carnality.
Exactly.
You're carnal because you see a metal tank, you see a police station, so you know.
You know that was Jacob's rule by numbers. Judges, Gideon the 300. Lord was like, I don't need all y'all, man. I don't need a couple of y'all. Because they're gonna be like, y'all did it with y'all own hands. So Jacob's always about numbers, man. The Lord don't care about numbers.
Right.
And that's,
if you think about it, we're still heavily surrounded. Not really, but to the eyes.
Yeah.
But in the spirit, we're not. Because we got the chariots, the Leviathan.
get it.
Innumerable multitude.
Yeah, man. That's one thing too. Like, spiritual always is carnal. Like, Esau really think that you made a space for us. Now, of course, we know why he made it, because the prophecy, the war in heaven happens, the atmosphere and whatnot. But he really think that he's gonna come against and actually win against the Lord, against the heavenly chariots. Here it is. It's prophesied for you, America, to lose World War III. And you think about the defeat UFOs? Come on, man. You are highly delusional. That's why pride is one hell of a drug. See?
Well, from their track record, they're losing miserably.
Yeah.
They can't keep up with them. The ships go underwater. They go in and out of the fabric of this so-called world.
Yep.
Come on, man.
This is 2 Kings 6 and 15. Just a quick account. But that's a mindset we gotta have. That's why it says in Romans, the things written aforetime for our learning. So we read about these things for reminders for the time coming ahead and the things we go through now.
Yeah.
2 Kings 6 and 15. Of course you can start up, but it says, and when the servant of the man of God was risen early and gone forth, behold, an host compassed the city, both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, alas, my master, how shall we do? And he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them.
Right, man.
And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha.
Man, so Elisha seen a big ass army coming their way. Elisha's servant, he woke up early and seen a big ass army coming their way. And he like, man, yo, wake up. They about to come and get us. And Elisha said, nah, chill out, don't even trip. Then he sent a praise and said, hey, may the Lord allow you to see what's around us and what's for us. Then he did, and it said what? A mountain full of chariots and horses full of fire. What's that, man? That's the army of heaven, the host of heaven. You see, but that's what Jake failed to realize, because they see Esau military, they see the police force, they see the politicians, they see the laws being made, to come down hard upon us. But they don't realize that we have a God to call upon. You see, real quick, give me Sirach. I got a precept slot there. Hold that, but give me Sirach 2. It says, who call upon the Lord was confounded, because the name of the Lord, it's a cheat code, like, it really is. It says the name of the Lord is a strong tower. It's been times, and I know it's been, you guys too, Y'all call upon Yahweh Shema Shine, got delivered from some hard shit. You know?
Well, if the law is delivered, if the laws could deliver you, you're not factoring in prophecy.
Right.
Because you had Pharisees, Sadducees, scribes that lived by the law, but they were oppressing our people. But what happened? 70 AD. Why'd that happen? Because of prophecy. Yahushua said, like the abomination that make it desolate.
Yep.
So that prophecy will overshadow you living by the law.
Yes.
You know? Because you could think, oh, I'm doing everything I need to do, but there's still prophecy that's going to play out.
Yep.
You know?
This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see.
Yep.
And where do you look? You look in the scriptures. You read about it. You know, when you think, first thing I think about is when Samson prayed to the Lord when he wasn't a Nazarite no more, and the Lord gave him more strength in that day than his whole life.
Man.
And he took down more Philistines in that day than he ever did.
Woo.
And because he prayed to the Lord.
That's power,
He said,
man.
this one time.
Woo.
And the Lord did it. So, you know, we gonna pray, and the Lord gonna do it.
Man.
He went out with honor.
Yep.
Great honor.
Look at the generations of old and see. Did any ever trust in the Lord and was confounded?
No.
Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
No.
Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Right, man. Who did he ever despise that called upon him? You see? If you call upon the Lord to be saved, you call upon the Lord, you know, for anything, you know, that you need, you know, things you lack in the spirit, you know, so on and so forth. The Lord's gonna answer your prayers, but you gotta pray with faith and not wavering. You see?
But guess what? You could call on the Lord and still die.
Yeah.
But that don't mean that the Lord
Yeah.
forsook you.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 57:1. The righteous perisheth, and no man layeth it to heart, and merciful men are taken away, and none considering that the righteous is taken away from the evil to come.
And
So it don't matter. You know, because someone say, well, he died.
What was with Solomon? To the wise they seem to die.
Yeah.
Boom.
But they're at peace.
Yep.
Hey, a good prime example, Yahweh Shai.
That's the thing.
He said, why hast thou forsaken me?
That's what I was thinking.
You gotta keep in mind, Yahweh Shai is the word, correct? But he was also in that the simple flesh too. But he knew, you know, he said, "Let this cup pass from me." Like, let it be something, you know, something else. But he knew that he had to go through that. You see, so it's going. So sometimes the prayers may not be answered at that moment. It may just be your lot to, you know, do this or do that. You know.
Well, Yahweh Shai was a different kind of beast.
Of
He was a
course.
different kind of animal.
He's the
He had a
ultimate
different spirit
example.
on him.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he still
Yeah.
had that glimmer of the humanity side of
Yep.
being in the flesh.
Yeah.
Can I bring this out?
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah 1:8. And back on what you said about the tanks and, you know, everybody see the military.
Beautiful.
It says,
Let's get back in there.
it says, be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, saith Yahweh by Yahweh Shai.
Is that it right there? That was it. Yeah, man. Be not afraid of. Now, ultimately, you know, Jacob, because they come up in camp, you know, they, you know, do their bullshit. But ultimately, you know, these Edomites out here. But being more particular, these top heavy Edomites, you know, the ones that are the nobles, if you will, the elites, the big politicians, you know, the Elon Musks, you know, the Bill Gates of hells,
The
you
big
see?
wigs with the small hats.
the big fishes.
But even
Right.
the judges, the cops, the politicians,
yeah.
your rent is due. All right,
Yeah.
motherfucker, I'm gonna pay it. We don't gotta be afraid.
Yeah.
You can't pay it on the 5th, pay it on the 7th, and send up some prayers.
Yeah.
Fuck their empty threats.
Yeah,
the
man.
worker bees.
Yeah,
the
fuck that.
agents.
Yeah.
Oh, where's you're not fully? Yeah, bitch. So what?
The enablers, as the
know?
brothers always
Exactly.
call them.
And guess
Yeah.
what? Hey, if the time comes around where they ask you if you got the jump shot, lie and say yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. Now get out my way. Grab your turkey leg and leave. Fuck them. You know what I mean?
Nigga, shit, I got it.
But this place makes you afraid.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got it.
You know, you're all fuck them, man.
But that proves that America's a stronghold.
Yeah.
That proves that spell. People are under a great spell here in America. Whatever America says do, y'all better do it. If you don't, you're gonna get outed. But that's how America is, though. Put your mask on. Nigga, you're not you outside. You're not even 16, bro. You 10 feet away from me. Say, put your mask on.
And why it's not 15 feet?
You know exactly.
Why it ain't 3 feet?
It was that bad of a disease. You know. You got it, bro.
We had Sirach 2.
Oh yeah, Sirach
Yeah,
2.
back in Sirach 2.
Yeah, yep.
Well, I was just thinking about the account in Daniel 3 where they at one point in time of the day, everybody had to bow down.
Let's get that matter of fact.
Okay.
Yeah, Malcolm Shaw. Might as well get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, because that time like that is gonna come around again.
Again.
But guess what? It's gonna be in the form of some digital shit, if you know what I'm talking about.
But it already did come around.
Oh, with the
jump shot.
Jump shot.
Yeah,
And guess who took that jump shot?
Who?
The nigga woman.
Oh yeah.
The
yeah.
first one. The first one to be in that altar took it.
Well,
You know,
my bad.
you know you got it.
Recently, to back you up, I believe it was Mr. Auchi. And another end up, they was going door to door in Washington, D.C.
Oh, shit.
And a lot of Jakes was like, nah, we're not getting that shit.
Hell
They
no.
were just trying to make them feel bad and blackmail them and all that shit. But a lot of people, there's a heavy resistance.
Yep.
And Jake was he was making great points. And even Fauci wasn't bucking up against it, but the nigga when she started she barking like, you know what I mean? That attitude.
Yeah.
Like, bro, bitch, be professional.
People like,
Yeah.
He brought it out of her.
Yeah.
Then he got in the car, squirted some sanitizer, and said, "Let's go."
And you see that little action right there proves that this is bigger than
Yes.
the vaccine.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Because the flu, Ebola, the bird flu, AIDS. I'm sorry, Slakia. All these pestilences that we know about in the past. How can y'all didn't take action like this before? You see? So now you're taking action, going door to door, you're advertising it, you're making new medicines for it, you know, new ways of tracking it. You see? So if it's that big, then we know that it's something bigger.
We know that.
Which is, you know,
Right.
MTV.
And we know that. You should know this by now.
Right now I'm preaching to the choir.
Yeah,
you see,
we
but we
should
know.
know that.
But it's for the sheep that don't know. You know?
people are not buying what he's selling anymore, so that means he won't have to come down with break.
Yeah.
You know what I do when we go to the store and they say, "Do you want to donate?" I say, "I already did.
I'm going there right
I
now.
already did. I'm on the way." And then the bitch was like, "No, why would I donate again?" Remember, we were literally in the grocery store. She said, "Oh, I forgot to ask. Do you want to donate?"
So
I said, "I already did." Do you want it? I already did. What do you want from me?
Right.
Let me tell you that. It's no off the back. No.
Just tell him yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him yeah.
Yeah, man.
No, I'm saying, like, tell him you already did it.
Yeah.
I'm on the way. You know?
Donate to us.
Yeah.
Shit, we the ones that's hurting. You know, we got no military, we ain't got no king right now.
No government, no
Yeah.
land.
No order. You know?
Yep. I got one of you. What you got? You got one more? Yep.
Back in
Oh, yeah,
Sirach 2, verse 11. For the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, is full of compassion.
Yeah, full of compassion. But don't take that compassion for granted. You see? Don't take his mercy for granted. It says it, I believe, in Sirach the 5th chapter.
And mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and save it in a time of affliction.
Yeah, but save it in a time of affliction. And guess what? That affliction now, of course, as we talk about right now, of course, you know, the tribulations we go through, the hardships, but guess what? That's going to increase. The affliction is going to increase. No, during Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation. You see, all these things we're going to experience. That's why we got to call upon the Yahweh Shema Shai. So that way we can be delivered. You know?
It says, woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands.
Right, and why is that? Because why are you scared? Why now? Of course, you know, it's in the flesh, but you gotta rebuke that. You know that it says that the Lord didn't give us that spirit of fear, but a spirit of a sound mind. You see?
It says, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways.
Yep. Big speed, what double-minded?
Yep.
You know, not making up his mind. Got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. This is not hopscotch.
Yep.
You see, you gotta either you in or you out. It's like you want a team. Either you want a team or you not. But who you gonna play for? Yourself or the team?
You want the ball or not?
Exactly.
You know?
You want to play? You want to score? You want to help us win or what?
Woe unto him.
If not, get your ass in the bench.
Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, and for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended.
And guess what? It may be some brothers that, because you know you got brothers that have more faith than other brothers, but that's fine. You know that brother that has more faith can build that brother up, and so on and so forth. You see? So, like examples, that movie Saving Private Ryan with Umpum. You don't want to be an Umpum, you know, because Umpum seen this man getting attacked, and you want to help him. You see, that's that Umpum spirit, you know, that spirit of fear, and you do having that can spread to other brothers.
That's the law.
That's being weak, really.
That's in the law.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 20. If you're afraid, you can't be around.
Like home.
That's 11.
Even that's excuse me. Even that's was the songs where when David was going to war, it was a brother that was kind of scared and they told him to stay.
Yep. Exactly.
Gideon did it too.
Exactly.
Gideon said, man, if any of y'all are fearful, leave right now.
And how many left? 10? Was it 1,000 or 10,000? It was like 10,000 or 40,000.
That's a lot of
Oh, you motherfucking friend!
Yeah, like I thought it was like 2.
But that was the Lord to show that he don't need number.
Exactly.
Esau gets strength from number. The Lord don't.
Right.
You know?
Well, Jake show you that on the low level. Like when Jake fight against Esau, they need like 5 of them to fight one Jake. That's how weak Esau is. He can't handle like one Jake. It was this show on what was that? Amazon TV called this shit was called Them or something. But the Edomites had gathered around. They finally had gained the courage to approach the Jakes that moved in their neighborhood.
that's
And
them.
they were,
Them.
You saw them? You saw that? And they were like, who's gonna approach them first? And they started talking amongst each other like, well, you know, they're strong as like apes. Like one of them is like strong as like 10 men and shit.
Well, it says that. It says
You know
that
what I
one
mean?
people shall be stronger than
Yeah,
the other.
other.
And I believe we're going to we're stronger. They have basically like our spirit is something like that. Like our spirit is stronger.
Yeah.
You know, like Esau, like you can't overpower it. Jake, like it's our spirit that makes us like that.
Don't give up.
So that's
Don't
up.
give
Yeah,
up.
because our power source is the Lord.
Right.
You see, like it was some Jake, it was some cops. You know, even though because you had Jake being, I think it's like a cop, like 2 cops, maybe like 1 or 2 cops, and they were trying to like arrest him and like hold him down.
They couldn't do it.
But he had the wrong name. But he said, Yeshua, help me, help me.
Yeah, I seen that.
You see, he had seen it. But his spirit was strong that he escaped and got out that shit. You know, that little headlock, and he fucking ran from him.
Right.
But he had the wrong name. But it's his spirit ultimately that's ill.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He meant well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then back after that, then.
Back in Sirach 2 and verse 14. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will you do when Yahweh Shem Yahushua shall visit you?
Yeah, man. You listen. You listen. You gotta keep you gotta stay the course.
That sounds like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, you got.
What are you gonna do,
Yeah.
brother?
You gotta stay in the course, man. You really do.
Right.
Like it's hard. The battle is gonna get hard, but guess what? The reason why the battle is hard because our calling is greater. You see?
You're able to handle it.
Exactly, you're able to handle it.
So the Lord won't give you nothing you can't handle.
Ultimately, exactly. You took the words right from my mouth. That's scripture right there. You know. After that, we back.
So you gotta be a righteous, holy, bad mother. Shut your mouth.
You have to.
You gotta be though.
Got to.
You gotta have that spirit, man.
Got to.
Where you gotta be fucking brass.
Yeah,
you know, you
yeah.
gotta be on it, spiritually, locked, fortitude, mind. Kick that weak shit out.
Yeah.
You know, just kick that shit out, man.
Yeah, just like Paul said, I know when to bound, I know when to base. Like you gotta learn how to adapt. You gotta learn how to shit, that's the thing right there. You gotta learn how to spiritually counter, these attacks. You gotta learn how to maneuver in society. But it takes time though.
Yeah.
But that's all good.
You know how they described Leviathan?
Mhm.
It's kind of like that. It's like there's no way,
Right.
no
It was shut tight.
no way through his cell.
Yeah.
Like just the way they described him, he was like indestructible.
Yeah.
You know, that's the spirit of the Most High he puts on us.
You gotta be
You
cold.
know, he teaches my fingers to fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I want to get this account in Daniel, which pretty much this is what Esau has done and is gonna do again.
Yep.
But on this level, he's not just gonna kill you from society, he's gonna kill you off. You know, like he's not just gonna kill your character, you know? But shit, you could barbecue at the house all day. You know what I mean? You can't go in this diner, I'll eat at home.
Yeah.
You can't watch this movie, I got DVDs. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna a time where water's gonna be shut off, food, everything, and everybody's gonna be required. That's why it says those that worship the
Right.
image and the beast.
Right.
Because the people that work for this place, government jobs, they worship this place. They have to have that job. You can't be a cop and be in the truth.
Yeah.
You got to give your life to this. You know, you can't be a fight. You got to, because Babylon's set up to require your life at any moment in time. You know, that's why we got to put our foot down. Like, no, no, I'm not available today. You know,
Saturdays, I gotta go. I gotta go preach the word.
this is Daniel 3:1, and it says, Nebuchadnezzar, the king, made an image of gold whose height was 3 square cubits, and the breadth thereof 6 cubits. He set it up in the plain of Dura, in the province of Babylon.
Yep, right. Just right now, the king is setting up a fucking idol right here in Babylon, man. Said right here, a golden idol, man. All right.
And it reads, then Nebuchadnezzar the king sent to gather together the princes, the governors, and the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and the rulers of the province.
Is that not right now today? You got your cops, you got your mayors, your governors, you see?
Lawyers.
The lawyers.
Politicians.
Yep.
Did you say doctors?
Nope.
Doctors.
The judges.
Nurses.
Yep.
Inmates.
Everybody that upholds, everybody that is involved in the American system.
Yep.
I'll say it like that.
Yep. All the fallen numbers from the Matrix.
Exactly.
Blondes, brunettes.
Lady in the red dress.
Yep.
He said, to come to the dedication of the image what Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up.
Right, so they're coming, all these people of great status are coming to worship and bow down to this image. You see?
So that proves that the mark of the beast is an idol that you have to actually worship. And when you go back in ancient times, when you were given a mark, it was to show your allegiance.
Yeah.
So that was your allegiance to whatever, your God, your this. So this is showing your allegiance to the God of this world. And people don't realize that idols are here today, you know, but it's not put on the level like biblically.
Yeah.
So, you know, people don't think, well, that can't be an idol or that can't be a Ouija. That's not the real ones. You know what I mean? They don't realize because he's cut off that spiritual understanding.
Yeah, yep.
You know, because it's when you normalize something, it's very dangerous to normalize wickedness, to normalize women being hoes, normalizing murder, pedophilia. That's dangerous because in the mind of the people, when you normalize it, that now makes it okay.
Yeah.
That's not okay. When you grew up as a child and the partying, watching your mother get beat or cheating, and you thought it was normal, that don't mean it was okay. That's the problem here. He's normalizing wickedness. He normalizes his agenda.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he's signing off on it.
Right.
Saying it's
Right.
you know.
So we're in a time where he's signing off and telling you evil is good and good is evil. See
I saw
that?
the vampire on Brooklyn.
Evil is
Evil
good.
is good.
Which it is though.
Yeah.
Evil is good because you can't have good without having evil.
Yep.
It's the balance of life.
You can have Batman without Joker.
Right.
Exactly.
Let's call it
Necessary evil.
necessary evil.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go. And verse 3, it says, then the princes, the governors, and captains, the judges, the treasurers deal with the money.
Yeah.
Keepers of the house.
Yep.
People that have to deal with financial markets.
Yep.
Economics, trends.
Yep. Stock market.
Yeah.
Number crunchers. Did you say financial advisors? Financial advisors. And it said, right here, it says the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and the rulers of the provinces were gathered together unto the dedication of the image. That's why when like Kathleen Hochul, she got put in the office, they have a ceremony. What you would do in ancient times, you would have a ceremony to a god. So it's right in your face.
That's why I called it what? Inauguration.
It says that unto the dedication of the image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. And look, the Lord allowed him to do this.
Yep. To worship that shit.
So that proves, like our elders say, that's the Lord's micro. No?
Yeah.
Temptation.
Yep. And it says, stood before the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Then a heralder cried out, the news, Herald Journal, right? Who was all reporting everything? The see everything. The news was.
New York Times.
Yep.
Democratic Chronicle.
Yep.
Same shit.
It says, then the heralder cried out, to you it is commanded. Today, this evening, you have to go down, and it's a white woman with a tight red dress.
Yep.
You know, did you hear what she said? Or are you looking at the woman in the red dress?
Yep.
Look again.
Boom.
You know? And what is it? That's his ploy, man. That's why they say sex sells.
Yes.
It says, to you is commanded, O people, nations, and languages. He calleth all the whole world. Remember? To the beast.
Man.
Great and small.
Right.
Well, it says that the whole world's gonna get tried.
Yep.
You see? And that proves that Esau right now, he's the God of this present world. Because who right now has the power to go on TV and say something, people listen? You see? And that proves he has the power to control the narrative.
That proves it's witchcraft too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he don't say it like, if you don't do this, I'm gonna beat your ass. They just say, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to leave.
Yeah.
They don't explain. He does something, then he doesn't explain. I remember growing up, playing my cassette tape, and then it became CDs. I was like, I ain't vote for this.
Yeah.
But you just had to get it. Like when the marriage was illegal. I asked him, I said, did you vote? No, but now it's legal. He doesn't give you an option. He tells you, like a guy, hey, don't eat pork. He don't leave it up for debate. He just has enforcers. The heralder lets you know, sheriff enforces it. So they let you know, and that's it. That's the bottom line. It's a stone cold ass world.
But you have an illusion of choice.
Yes.
Yeah.
But really, you don't have an option.
No. And it says, 4, Daniel 3 and 4, then a herald cried aloud, to you it is commanded, O people, nations, and languages, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, dulcimer, and all kind of music, right? It says, that's why you got a jingle with the 19 commercials. You know? It's a little, hey, take your shot, right? Right? It's a nigga, man. It's a whole jingle. You know, they sing it to your ass.
Next that ass up.
Yeah, exactly.
Rock the vote.
Yep.
They use like they use like celebrities to promote the,
Yep.
six shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So how much more when they the MOTV?
To be.
Yep. And it says, in all kind of music, ye fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. So you gotta worship this. You gotta worship it. You can't go around. You gotta actually bow down to this. You know? You gonna say?
Now I was gonna say like right there that's the actual commandment of them worshiping a golden image, a tall statue. You see, and that's how Esau just don't present it. Hey, either you take this or you through. You're gonna be a castaway. I'm gonna be exiled from the American society. You see?
Said lay down, stay down.
Yep. But when you stay down, yes.
Right?
You said
Get down, lay down.
Right, get down or lay down,
Right.
and when you lay down, you stay down.
Yeah.
Damn.
But Esau, it says, bro, he has no mercy, man.
Yeah.
He has no mercy. But if he does have mercy, that shit is cool.
Yep.
All right, you don't want to get the MOTV. Well, you come over here and we'll still give you a little bit of shit, but that shit's poison. You see?
And it says, Esau's mercy is cruel. I watched a video. A mother called the cops because her son was feeling suicidal.
Oof.
The cops came and shot him to help him.
Yeah.
That's how you help him,
That's suicidal, man.
and then you arrest him. That's crazy.
I'll help him.
But in Moab land, they'll grab and, you know what I mean? They bring the SWAT out to save their people.
Yeah.
But over here, they just murder your ass.
Man,
Murder you out.
that proves this place is hell. America's hell, man.
And it says, in verse 6, and whoso falleth not down and worshipeth shall the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace.
Woo! So that right there is coincides with the hour of temptation. Because right now the king Nebuchadnezzar is saying, if you don't fall down, I'm gonna bury your ass in a big ass furnace. So how much more Esau saying, listen, if you don't take my new currency, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kick you out of American society. I'm gonna put you in prison. You see? So we got to keep that mindset of the precepts of God too, who has called upon the Lord and not been confounded. You see? Because if you keep going, they're gonna deliver.
Yep. And it says, therefore at that time, so they warned it. They said, hey, at this certain date, you're gonna have to do this, like they do now. Hey, it's mandatory. Y'all gotta all do this.
Yep.
Remember, a lot of with the lot of that was dates. Like the military, they're like, they got until June 16th.
Yeah.
You know?
Operation Warp Speed.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
See?
Yeah. Woo! Can't forget about that.
You're at work and they're like, come Monday, everyone's gonna have to.
Yep. And that was at my
fire.
Yeah, and that was at my last job. Like I literally watched everything happen so gradually. First it was first it was face masks, face diapers. Then after that, so on and so forth. He said, okay, now you gotta sign up to get the vaccine. But now no more signing up. Now it's mandatory that you gotta get it to work here. You see?
Well, it went from them begging you like, please, could you get it? Then we'll give you $100 coupon, any credit, with a gift card you want. Then it went to like, all right, well, these motherfuckers ain't taking anything. You got to make them take it now.
But
one guy offered you a burger.
That was a sick ass thing. He was chewing it. The microphone was all close. I heard all his chews. That shit was sick. And you get this limited whack ass comic book.
I think what's that 2021? I think what's that Krispy Kreme? They say if you take the jump shot, you get like a whole year, like a life supply of free donuts. That proves that people here are just in the flesh. Fuck it, I'll take it. But real quick testimony, going back to my last job, the Lord had favor on me. He showed mercy on me. I was able to get that exemption form and not take that shit.
The same thing here. Yup.
I said,
exempt from judgment.
Boom, exactly. Well, it's spiritual. The Lord said, nah, you're not about to. No, but first, I wasn't gonna take that shit anyway. Honestly, I would have just gotten a job if it was, mandatory like that. But the Lord had me, sign that form and say, hey, you good.
You survived the prelude. You had the. I'm sorry, brother.
I was gonna say, and then, he's some fucking devil. Now people got that shit 2020, 2021, and fast forward 2023, people are giving up the ghost.
2 million, they said.
2 million, and guess what? New York State, they said the people that got the vaccine, they gotta give all their money back to them because during that time they wasn't like working or some shit like that, but they still got the back pay. So people, you got the jump shot for nothing. That was just a guinea pig experiment. That's how people are here in America. They're fucking guinea pigs. They're sheeple.
Well, the Christians show they don't got faith. Why ain't y'all call on God when that 19 happened? Why ain't where are the Christian healers? Where are the black pastors at?
They somewhere in the basement eating pork. Come on, man.
Some bullshit, man.
But that proves they're not the real leader. They're not the prophets of the Lord. They're false prophets of Satan. You see? You got it, bro.
This is Daniel 3 and 7. Therefore, at that time, when all the people heard the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and all kind of music, all the people, the nations, and languages fell down and worshipped the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up.
Man, so as soon as, just like it was commanded, as soon as they heard, basically that big band of music, they said, oh, that's that flute, that's that, let's fall down, worship this image.
They did the like the Wayne's World.
Yeah.
We're not worthy.
Yeah, exactly. But guess what? That's gonna be the same people. That proves people that you see are gonna get the MTB. The Apostle Harry said the ones that took that vaccine, best believe that the majority of people, they're gonna get that mark, man. For real, because that's a prelude. So how much more you, Slakia, you getting that mark just to, the vaccine just to work? So how much more you get that mark just to buy and sell it and be within this existence of America?
You had Hebrew Israelites they were getting it.
Oh man.
I don't know you brothers heard with the brothers that worked at the same job with the IUIC guy. You know about it, right? Where so basically the brothers in Great Millstone worked at the same place as another brother who's an IUIC, and their job was telling them they all got to get it. And the brothers went to the elders, like, what do we do? He said, don't take it. But then the IUIC member, and then they got delivered. They got exempt. They didn't have to take it. The IUIC member, he gave in, took it, and then he said out of his mouth, he said he feels like his faith is gone.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That's fucking scary, man.
Oh yeah,
that's scary.
Yeah. I remember back when they was doing it, they said first it alters your DNA and then takes away that God gene. Really, basically, really, basically, that means that it depletes your spirituality, like your zeal.
Your zeal.
And who has the most zeal? Us, right?
Damn.
And guess what? That proves that was an attack on us.
Damn.
You see, because there was so many articles saying vax the blacks. Excuse me, max the blacks.
Yeah.
It was saying that the people that are more prone to getting C19 is the Jakes in the city, the Jakes out there, and the
First
rural cities.
No, they said black, Hispanic, and Native
Yes,
American.
thank you. Yes, they said that.
They said the tribe.
They said the
Yes,
tribe.
in the actual article.
Yeah.
Just like how we open up, so-called Negroes,
Right.
Latinos, and Native Americans,
Yeah.
and Ankim that's across the wind that look like other nations. You see?
And those the ones that was getting adversely affected by it.
Mhm.
The worst that was dying from it,
Mhm.
and all them different plagues. But
Man.
what's so heavy about what you just said with the IUIC and GMS, it goes into showing you that IUIC heads weren't being good shepherds.
Nope.
They weren't warning
Nope.
their flock, hey, don't take this junk shop.
I agree.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or explaining what the chip is and the name. And,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? They shepherds is off.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what
why
I
he
mean?
says Isaiah 9:16. The leaders of this people called them to err. They got a lot of blood in their hands, man.
Yeah.
A lot of blood. So if they're not mentioning you about, this jump shot, then how much more prophecy?
Right.
You see, you had what's the name? The ISUBK dude, the leader, Yohana.
Tell him
He
again.
said, "Listen, we know the white man's a devil, but go down there and take his Maxine." But that makes no sense.
Sense.
Right.
You see,
Just that barbecue.
Yeah, man.
Fat ass.
Got it, bro.
And it says,
I got the album.
verse 8, it says, here you go. Wherefore at that time certain Chaldeans came near and accused the Jews.
Who was the Jews? The Israelites. They accused the Jews. So they like, oh, what the fuck? Why you not? We better worship. You see, we better bow your ass down.
You know what that
You
is?
see?
That's that great insurrection from Second Edwards.
Oh, wow.
There shall be a great insurrection on
Yep.
those that fear the Lord.
Taking away certain of you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why didn't it? Because they fear the Lord.
Yep.
So
And
because we fear the Lord, we're not going to get down with the society. We don't have snitches or cooperators. But that's another thing the Last of Us shows you. There was this dude that was cooperating with FEMA. So there's going to be people that's cooperating to turn us in.
You want to read that hour, brother?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is Revelations chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience,
Yep.
I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
And guess what? I proved that Yahweh Shema Shai is man of his word. The Lord keeps his promise. You see? So if we keep our end of the bargain, keep pushing, it's good.
Yeah.
If we keep pushing, keep praying, have faith in the Lord, then guess what? The Lord said, I'm gonna keep you from the hour of temptation. So do me his favor, scratch my back, and now scratch yours. You see? You got it, bro.
It says,
And guess what? That's gonna benefit us. That's really gonna benefit us to believe in the Lord. So seriously.
which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
To try them that dwell upon the earth. Who dwells upon the earth besides animals? Humans, right? And Esau want to chip these humans like they're animals, right? Excuse me, he want to put the mercury's humans like these, slot, my bad. It's my language.
He want to put his
You know?
rights device inside.
Yeah.
Pretty much to have total control of it.
Yeah, man.
Because
Burn us like cattle.
Exactly. Because people with wealth, they're not really satisfied with the wealth they got. They actually want to have control over people's lives, the way they think, all of that.
Yeah, man.
They're not just satisfied with the money.
They're tagging you like cattle. They put those tag to track them.
Yeah.
See how far they go, what they do.
You see how far they go. That was going to the 15-minute cities.
Yep.
Salaki, and they said next month, they said that dollar might,
Hey,
the digital might go digital.
Lawrence will.
Yep.
You got certain banks, you got banking in Australia. Oh, the Fed, they're talking about going digital, making going about with digital payments. The big ass central bank, the bank that's in control of producing the money. You see, and right here in Rev 3:10 it said the tribe them that dwell upon the earth. Meaning what? What's that word? Pero or peraza? The root word is like.
It goes into pera,
Yep.
but then it goes into periazo,
Yep.
which means to the idea of piercing.
Piercing what, man? It's your flesh. Esau want to put a tiny hole in your body.
Feed you.
He wants to feed you to Satan through that MOTB or through this right here, man.
That's gonna be a great sacrifice.
This right here. You see?
He gonna sacrifice you to the rain gods. But that's what they would do back then, you know?
By all and asterisk.
Yeah, so he wants to sacrifice mass people so he can solidify rulership under Satan.
Yeah, man. Yep.
This is end time headlines. Major Australian bank to end cash withdrawals from its branches.
It said major Australian bank to end, meaning what? Completely do away with cash withdrawals, right? To its consumers.
As the end of paper notes looms.
As the end of greenbacks, paper money, FRN notes is coming to an end.
You know what I could see? I could see them stopping the money and then them turning the power off.
Ooh.
Because
Right.
when all y'all got a bank card right now, right?
Yeah.
If the power went out, where could you use that bank card?
Nowhere.
So he would set up who would have power and where you can go to buy and sell.
Right.
So he's gonna control even where you're buying and selling.
Yep.
Because if you have money, I could still go down to fucking Jamaican Soul and get some oxtails.
Yep.
But if they take the money and then force it only on the card, now they're like, we don't got power, we can't even process it. So it's gonna be government issued payments.
Yep.
That's what he's gonna do.
Like, check this out. When me and my BM, she went to get a new phone, right? So she wanted to buy the phone outright. So they told her the differences between being on a plan and buying it like that. But they said that when you got the plan, like say if there was a lot of people on the internet,
Yeah.
that they would give more gigabytes to the people that was on the plan. Those that had a prepaid card, they would get less of it.
Yeah.
So this man knows how to control every facet of the earth.
There was a hotel that got sued for that, where they were slowing down cell phone services to force them to use their Wi-Fi. iPhone got sued for that because they were disrupting the software, so you got the update.
Yeah, they do that. They do that. Yeah, Apple, they do that shit. They blatantly mess up the
toggle.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah, so that way you gotta buy the next phone, which is like $2,000.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I'm cool with the phone I got.
Like clockwork.
Yeah.
3 days before I gotta get my bill, my shit just automatically lost all my high-speed data.
Yep.
But they want me to buy
Like,
into
damn.
another how many gigabytes?
But you got unlimited.
I just
I
paid the
got
bill.
unlimited, though.
I got unlimited, but he'll tell me you've used all your data.
Yeah.
Nigga, it's unlimited.
Hey.
My shit should not be buffering and loading. As every click should be right there.
Oh, and now they're coming out with everybody because Wi-Fi is a new thing. So that's another thing they're doing. Look, we get conspiracists. That's another thing they're doing is notice when we were growing up, Wi-Fi wasn't a thing for us.
Yeah.
It was like, where you at?
Yeah.
Like always signal.
Yeah.
Now the new thing is Wi-Fi. They're coming out letting you know that anywhere there's Wi-Fi, he can see you no matter where you're around. If this building right here, it's all Wi-Fi and they want to attack, they could look at
Around the corner.
They could look in that building through the Wi-Fi
okay.
signal to see how many people are in there.
Oh shit, hotspot.
Hot-
Your
yeah.
own hotspot.
Yep.
Yeah.
I seen a video on that too. Actually, they're like they can actually look where you at through the Wi-Fi, man.
That's spiritual because a lot of this stuff is military technology, but you don't realize it.
And now they got all this Face ID, you know, everything.
Biometric.
Yeah, Esau, he knows what he's doing, man. He puts out certain pawns so that way when the pawns are out there, he can finally attack. Right now, his defense mode like chess. You know, before you attack, you gotta set your formation up. You want to get your placement right in the board.
Right.
Then boom, as soon as your formation, that V formation is good, or whatever kind of formation, you can attack.
Right.
That's what Esau's doing, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Got a precept.
Yep.
This is Revelations 12 and 12
Oh, there it is.
from my northern brothers, Dose Eat Dose. It says, you there, Malak? Okay. It says, what's really, I could start at 10.
Yeah.
You know, matter of fact, Malak, you read it, brother. Start at 10 to 12, Baba Bashar. That's please in Hebrew.
And they hate, bro.
Revelation 10 and 12.
Yeah, Revelation 12 and 10 to 12, please.
This is the book of Revelation 12 and 12.
And 10.
Start
12
10
and
and go
10.
to 12.
Lock. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointed, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
So this is the future. Esau's getting the accuser who's going to be accusing us. You dirty.
Yep.
You need this shot. Why ain't you got that? You ain't. And another thing, since the Spirit had us going into about how people were acting with the 19, imagine how they're gonna act for the mark.
Man.
The motherfucker, you like this. Like, cover your nose. Like, if the nigga wanted the nose covered, how, what level?
Because why is that? Because the mark is going to be the new currency. And keep in mind, it says money is the root.
The love.
The love of money is the root of all evil. So people today says that people are going to wax cold.
You know, Bone Thugs, bro.
Yeah, man. People are going to wax cold, man. So they're going to go crazy. Like the brother just said, how much more over, this prophecy.
Well, all those people, if you want, we keep reading. We know the story how they were thrown in and protected. But all the people were bound down.
Yeah. So the elect.
Yeah.
So that represents the others.
Yep.
But the elect are the ones that did not bow.
Yep.
Right.
And
7,000 men.
Yep.
Romans 11, what's that?
Right.
Yep.
And it says, which accused them before our power day and night.
Right. And that's one thing too. Esau, he claims to be us. He really deep down inside, he know he effed up. That's why he wants his birthright back.
Right.
That's why he wants to come down very hard upon Jake.
He sets up. He built the society so that Jake could sin and have easily access to situations that make us sin, like drugs. The corner stores are full of poison, bullshit, blunt wraps. So
poverty.
It's easy for you to get out your house and go and commit a sin. Now even the clothes that we wear.
I was just about to say that even the clothes you buy, you're sinning. And then he wants to say, look at me, I'm the Jew. He's trying to become the firstborn again in the eyes of the Lord.
Like you guys say, he's trying to put that,
the hair on.
Put that hair on like Jacob did.
Ain't gonna work.
Esau's like the big bad fox in Red Riding Hood. You can train to be somebody's relative grandma. You like, nigga, you not Israel. Get the fuck out of here, man.
He said, look at me, I'm a Jew.
Down there.
He said, I'm Levi.
Yeah, he said, look at me, I'm Levi. Come on, man.
I got a precept with you, piggyback what you were saying earlier.
Land back, brother.
Yeah.
Land back.
Land back.
No pig up there.
Because we don't want to reverence the pig. That's why I say land back.
The apostles came up with that, land back.
You got
It was spirit.
About saying about the Wi-Fi and how you can see through the walls and like Ezekiel 28:3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that can hide from thee.
Yeah, you got it.
Now I'm just saying, like, how there's nothing you can hide from him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's going into the Big Brother program.
Exactly.
Like he watches everything. He knows everything. That's why he want to plant that triplet so he can track you down.
He accomplished that diligent search.
Esau has every ins and outs, of everything.
He mapped it out, the perfect location of where it goes in your body. Just like the scriptures, the right hand and the forehead.
Well, they did that test to find out that there's more heat, so that keeps it energized. I got a precept for you for that, about that, the watching.
We dealing with a high level witch, man. Esau, he's taking the job seriously.
This is Psalms 37 and 32. Psalms 37 and 32. It says, the wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. See? So being wiser than Daniel, having his eye continually on Jake. Psalms 37, 32. The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him.
And that's one thing too that proves that Jake, listen, man, they so oblivious because your whole time your enemy's watching you. What's that old saying? It says keep your friends close, your enemies closer. Esau keep us close. When Jake out here partying bullshit, out here in the damn Black Israelite Church and don't know what's going on. Esau's watching y'all, man. But guess what? We watching Esau too. The Lord's watching Esau.
And nigga's enemy is somebody from another project.
Yep.
Right. So he's gonna see the big picture.
Exactly. Not knowing that the enemy or both over us put us in the same situation. But you mad at me? What's that Jake Giovanni? He said, you mad at me? He said, man, why would I take your shit and move right next to you? You want this plumber, not nigga.
You want this plumber?
Come on, man. Be real. Yeah, that's a Jake.
But you know what? His name means Jew killer.
Oh wow.
Yeah, if you go into it. But going to your point about keeping your enemies closer, that's why Jake will tell you the worst thing that happened to us is when we got integrated. When we were segregated away from Esau, we were doing better. But then when we got into his schools, into his housing, into his cities, that was a wrap for Jake.
Yeah.
And you know what? Ultimately, that was the Lord doing that.
Yep.
Because Esau didn't want to integrate with him.
Hell no.
He kept telling us in so many ways, but it was the Lord. But
Civil rights.
Right.
Because we needed that so we can stand here right now.
Exactly. But I wanted to say too, that goes into the other nations like the Arabs and the Moabites when Nehemiah and them was building the wall.
Yep.
They kept watching
Fucking
us.
Tobiah bitch ass.
man.
Salabut.
It said that they were exceedingly wroth.
Yeah.
Because we trying to build something back to serve our God.
But they knew because then if we got back in power, that means they go down.
And
So
they
was only protecting themselves.
And they thought, because the heart is deceitful above all things, so they assumed that, man, why they building a temple back there? Are they going to come up and fight us?
He said that.
Yeah.
He said, are you coming against the king?
Like, come on, man. Paranoid ass. We are like, I got permission from Xerxes to come build the temple.
I can't have a temple?
Damn.
You know what I mean?
So we had to build it, with one hand and have a sword in the other.
Well, that's why Jake, he said, how much for a nigga pie?
Right.
He said, you can't get it.
Yeah.
Jake just trying to get his too.
Yeah, man.
But they don't want you.
Yeah.
What they call them, micromanagers?
Yes,
Yeah, exactly.
That's him.
Micromanage.
He already
Yeah.
told me.
Yeah.
He told you to bring your dumb ass over here. You know what I mean? I got the memo.
Hey, man, but guess what? Soon we gonna micromanage all the nations.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Very soon, starting off with the top Esau, man.
Yeah.
Amalek.
Yeah.
Right.
See?
And why? Because he's going to be preserved for it.
Yeah.
While the rest of his cohorts are going to burn in the fire.
Man.
Right.
Look back in Rev 12 and 10, brother.
Yeah.
Let's get all that meat off the bone.
Oh,
You start at 10 again.
okay. This is the book of Revelation, 12 and 10.
Yeah.
And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointed.
Oh, it says, now is come salvation.
Yep.
Now is come Hawashai.
Yes. Deliverance.
Now comes Yahawashai.
Right.
You know?
Right, man.
For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night.
Yep.
And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb
See?
and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death.
That's talking about the house of David, bro.
That's beautiful.
The ones that are constantly out here day in and day out, doing sit downs. You see, fighting against the elements, fighting against these demons out here, spiritually. That's talking about the elect. The ones that are doing the will of Yahushua.
Right.
The ones that are standing stiffly for the names of Yahushua. You see? It said they love not the lives of death. Why? Because it says that what was that? Oppression maketh the wise man mad. Why would you? It said that lot will vex with the 50 conversation of the wicked.
Yeah, there you go.
Why would you love this life unto death? You got
Also-
fucked up. It's like you got it, bro. You got
Just to
it.
back you up, I was going to say, the Lord said, he that saved his life shall lose it.
Yeah,
He that loses his life and not save shall find it.
You gotta get that ball in the
Yeah,
shot.
yeah.
If you
But that's like a saying they say in the world. It was like, just because I'm in jail don't mean I gotta like it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta be running around here smiling all
Yeah.
day. You know what I mean? To make you Edomites comfortable and shit, man. Fuck y'all, man.
What's there to smile about?
Yeah, fuck.
Hey, Esau always asks me, bro, every time at my last job, it was like, bro, every day's not gonna be a good fucking day.
Right.
See? So it's like, man, you coming to work, and of course you can, fake the funk, but I'm not about to be
Fake it till you
smiling
make
every
it.
day.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Well, guess what? That's what happened with Nehemiah. Remember, the king was like, "What's wrong? Why ain't you
yeah.
happy?"
Yep,
He
yep,
like,
yep.
"Man, my fucking people, man."
fucked up, yeah.
Because Nehemiah was like the bartender to the king.
Yeah,
The
cupbearer.
cupbearer. You know what I mean? So then when he went up to him, he like, "What's up, brother? Why aren't you smiling?" That's how we ain't all fucking happy. Because the condition we're in and our people.
Yeah.
And that's how the restoration started in the book of Nehemiah.
Right.
You know, the king gave him permission.
Yep.
You know?
And then-
So when we get to Elam land, we're gonna be a little cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then on top of that, it's easy for someone to ask why you're not smiling if they're on top.
Right.
If you came down right here with me at the bottom, you will see why I'm not smiling. You see?
Right.
So, but I think that's in Sirach 13, I believe. It says that through through afflictions.
What?
Through a day of prosperity. There's
A
forgiveness.
day of prosperity and forgiveness
Yeah.
of affliction.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
Yep.
Yes, you got it.
Well, you had it real quick. You had an Edomite that said last year with the 19. He said, "Now we know how it feels to be black," because they were using the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
You're discriminating, but that all came about because of y'all locking Jacob.
Yeah.
And then Esau used that so his ass can go dine and dance. You
That
know?
was that same thing with the BLM movement.
Yeah.
The LGBTQ was using that. Well, y'all should know how it feels to be oppressed, to fight for your rights.
That's wicked.
You know what I'm saying?
That's wicked as hell to compare their
Like
to
choice,
us.
yeah.
That's
hot,
wicked.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 8, verse 34. Mark 8, 34. And when he had called the people unto him with his disciples also, he said unto them, whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me.
Yep. Meaning what? Meaning that you gotta put the Lord first. You see, you gotta want to do this.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
You got to put your God first.
Right.
You have a God.
Yep.
You specifically, like you got a wife. You got your shoes, ownership.
Yep.
Jake doesn't realize that you have a God.
Right.
You not just saying, oh, we gotta serve God.
Yeah.
That you gotta realize this is actually your God.
You have the power.
Don't you say it's my money and I want it now?
Yep.
You should want your God now. You know?
What they said, my Lord and personal Savior.
Yeah.
You have a personal Savior.
You do.
We've been chosen.
All right.
We didn't choose the Lord. The Lord chose us. You know?
What is it? Elect amongst the elect?
Yep.
You
Yep.
know,
The
elect
Israel-
amongst
Israel of
the
God.
The Israel of God.
Right.
Because in Jacob's trouble, Jacob will be in trouble, but the Israel of God, will be saved out of it.
Exactly.
But the rest of Jacob will be destroyed by their God, which their God has the right to do that. Someone can't tell you for punishing your children. Those are your children.
Exactly.
So no one can step in the way of Israel's God punishing them for their wickedness.
Yep.
You know?
The
Simple.
Iron Man song. Don't kill the people.
People that he
want
once saved.
Yep.
It says, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it.
I'm gonna get this shot. I'm gonna
Yep.
get this,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna get this bag.
Yep.
For whosoever
Because why? Because everything under the sun is vanity.
With moth.
and doth corrupt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thieves break through and steal.
Yeah.
Shit breaks down.
You chasing a bag, it gets so big, other people see it. Now they take your
Yeah.
bag.
You got holes in the shit anyway.
Yeah, there's holes in the bag.
You know? For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it.
Right, man. Because right now, just like the brother read earlier in Romans 12, we are spiritually being a living sacrifice spiritually, and us sacrificing right now, the Lord is gonna give it back to us in the future times infinity.
Right, because we're actually storing up riches in
Prophecy,
heaven.
yeah, times prophecy, man.
Us coming out here, us being charitable to one another, us, the little things, storing up great
Yeah.
riches in heaven.
Yep. And I'm sorry.
About that spiritual making.
You can either be
Exactly.
here or in a dusty ass Hellcat with 2 nigga women driving and you in the back seat
With blonde hair.
with blonde hair.
Hey man, a beautiful example is the book of Job. I believe the last chapter, because in the beginning of Job, the first 2 chapters, he lost everything. He lost his cattle, he lost his daughters, his sons. He was going through it. But then at the latter end of Job, the Lord gave him back that man times 4. You see, it's times 100. So that's how right now it's best to lose our lives in this side and forsake this world, and then get it back, through glory through the Lord in the next world.
There ain't nothing here to have.
That's what Peter said.
When you think about what is really ours, and the fact that the whole world, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the same world as yours.
Yeah.
You understand that you don't even have nothing. Like some brothers may have a little more than others, but they don't really have nothing.
Yeah.
You don't own nothing.
The only thing we have here is salvation.
And then if you could have something, you're not gonna really be satisfied with it unless you put your people on too. You can have all the riches, but you don't have nobody to share it with. That's like
That's what Willy Wonka said.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
That's what Yahweh Shai said. I go and prepare
Place.
a place for you.
Yeah.
In my house is many mansions.
man.
So Yahweh said he don't want to be alone. He want to check
Exactly.
over joint air.
Yeah,
with his
man.
friends.
You know know what I'm saying?
Live it up with his
Yeah,
brothers. You can't go.
you don't know that.
Brothers.
That's charity.
That's actually living, you know?
Yeah.
You said charity, right?
Yep.
Do you know charity? If you look it up, it means that charity is like the highest love, like Christian love, meaning us. You see?
And what the Lord said, just like you love one another, the world will know you're my disciples.
But that was that Nehemiah spirit when he was bringing it out when he went to the king.
Yep.
He was loving his neighbor as himself.
Exactly. Yep.
Because wow, okay, I'm the governor, I'm up under the king, I got all this. But he said that they didn't eat any bread from the king. They had their own shit.
And like Moses, I'm
I
sorry.
was just thinking that.
Moses, let me read it.
Yeah,
He
you
said
got
he
it.
forsook it
Yeah.
a season.
The season of sin.
Yeah.
Hey, and right there, that's a cut to these jakes that are higher up in society. Like like, come on, I get it. You know, LeBron, you got children, you got kids, you got feet too. But shit, you go a damn billionaire. You can't
How
come.
much money you
can't
need,
exactly.
bro?
LeBron's a nigga.
Yeah, like
Guys
yeah.
wearing dresses.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, the pink dress. I didn't show
You wore a
him.
dress?
I didn't show him. I didn't want to show him. I saw it like 2 nights ago.
Yeah, I see.
LeBron, my favorite player. I like LeBron.
Because I said, what you see? I said, nothing. I
Damn.
ain't night. Yeah,
That
that's it.
shit. Nah, but fuck LeBron's Kobe all day, man.
You know how you watching a movie with your children and your
You
parents used to cover your eyes?
Right,
Like, don't
right,
watch this.
right.
Oh, look at that.
Right.
But hey, that's not that. But why would I be a respecter of persons? Fuck LeBron. He don't know I exist. Fuck LeBron. You see? Yeah.
Kyrie's precept on
The man looked like Riley.
Damn.
Right. Right.
Oh, but it makes sense why he wore pink dress, because if you want to go to the next level, you got to do stuff for Esau. Ultimately, Satan.
This is Hebrews 11 and 24. It says, by faith, I'll wait till you get there, Block.
I got it, brother.
Yep.
Don't be surprised if this nigga win a championship this year. He wore a dress.
What's the scripture? Hebrews.
Hebrews
24.
Yep, Hebrews 11, 24. This is Hebrews 11, and you can start at 23. We're going to go to 24. You can really start at 1.
Right.
This is Hebrews 11 and 24. By faith, what's that? Out of one? I'm a one. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, meaning an adult, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. No, I ain't no African, man.
Yeah.
African booty scratch.
Damn, Mike.
I ain't black no more.
Yeah.
It says, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season.
What did the bro just read? Yahweh Shai's word, he said, he that shall lose his life from this side shall gain it. Just like Moses, just like Nehemiah, because they're in a good position.
Right.
That takes a lot of discipline. You know, you got to be in a different mindset. That proves the Spirit of the Lord was upon them. You see,
Joseph.
Yeah.
Joseph.
Yeah, he was basically a vice president.
Yeah.
To Pharaoh.
I think Pharaoh said that he was a god to them. Something like, or a king, remember?
Pretty much second in command.
He was up there.
Yeah.
He was up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So it said he chose rather to suffer affliction with the people of God, his people, the Israelites, rather than to serve with Pharaoh in his house for a season of sin. You see, because meaning everything you see right here in America is temporary. So why would you want to go out here in the world knowing that it's about to be destroyed? It makes no sense. Really, that's just demons on you.
Where it says he that loses his life. Man, what's the
He just read it. He just read it. Yeah, the gospel.
Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, you read it. Read it about the show. Yeah, man, because you know this.
The world.
Yeah, man.
Yep. It's right there.
Oh yeah, Mark 8. Yeah,
It's right there.
yeah. This world's not promised.
Yeah.
Just like that song by Rihanna. Ain't none of this shit promised. It's temporary.
And that song, somebody put a video of the ending of Knowing behind it,
yeah.
with all the nukes swallowing the city.
Yep.
And it says, ain't none of this shit promised. And then the whole city's being flooded with the fire.
It's not
Like
promised.
fire. Ooh.
This is back in Mark chapter 8. Mark chapter 8 and verse 36.
Ooh, it's goody.
For what shall it profit a man
There you
if
go.
he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
See that?
Right, hey, listen, especially in the Israelite man.
Right.
You see, because them coming from nothing, you see what I'm saying? Them not having nothing, growing up in a single household. You see, they're gonna be like, man, I don't want to do it, but it's gonna take me to the next level to make some money, become a millionaire. Guess what? I'm gonna do it.
They don't got faith.
Exactly. You see, that's called what? Being a sellout.
Well, I'm sorry, brother. Eminem said, you gotta lose yourself in the moment. If you want it, you gotta never let it go.
Yeah.
So he said you gotta lose yourself.
Yeah.
No, bro.
Hey, shit. What's that song? With Snoop Dogg? It's called "Murder Was the Case." In the video, it shows you that he sold his soul. He said it was Satan talking to him in the hotel room. He said, "Will I still be a G if I sell my basics? If I sell out?" He said, "Yeah, I can give you anything you
He
want."
looked just like Caesar too.
Yep. But fucking snake eyes.
Yeah.
You know, so people out here, they're the trick bag.
I think that
See?
Scarface video too. I never seen a man cry.
Yeah.
Satan was leading him.
Yep.
And somewhere to his final resting
That's a
place.
very
Or was that
eerie
the Reaper?
Well,
I think that was the Reaper.
it was in that era though.
Yeah.
That's the same thing when Lucifer came to Yahweh Shah and told him, I'll give you all these kingdoms.
Exactly.
If you bow down, worship me.
Yeah.
Satan.
Yep. Satan.
Because Lucifer is
Yeah.
light
Yeah.
bearer.
Yeah,
I know.
see,
I meant to say that.
Yeah, edification.
Yep. Back in Revelation.
Okay. And it says, verse 12, Revelation 11 and verse 12.
12 and 11.
No, Revelation 12 and 12.
Verse
You
11.
want to go up to 11? Okay.
Yeah, then go to 12.
And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death.
Yep.
Let this pass.
Verse 12, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth
Yep.
and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
And guess what, man? Esau.
His phone's on.
Yeah, that's right.
My phone's on.
Is that going?
Someone's phone's on.
So I can read the.
Oh yeah.
It's like read verse 12 again.
Okay. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Destruction, woe
Great,
to
the
the...
ones that should rejoice in is the hopeful elect.
That's right.
And what did Yahweh Shah say? The kingdom of heaven is within you.
That's right.
And the angels in heaven, they're going to rejoice too, because even when the sinners repent, the angels rejoice. You know?
I did. I'm in Tatiana.
Read that, brother.
It's like I'm
And,
saying.
continuing on, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath.
And every time I hear that scripture, I think about the movie, The First Purge, man. That movie, Esau was in straight kill Terminator mode.
Wow.
Jake got every bullet inside that chamber.
Wow.
He got every bullet and every knife.
That's
No
the spirit
mercy.
they're going to come in.
Yeah.
Because the Lord got a spirit on them to fight and die for America.
Yeah.
And they look at niggas as the problem.
Right.
You gotta look at the tribes as the problem.
Yeah, man.
You know, people voting for Biden. Whatever they could blame on Jake to kill him, that's what they're gonna do, because that's that hatred anyway.
Yeah, man.
And I was watching that movie, The Education of Sonny Carson.
Yeah.
You telling me about?
I seen that. That was my
For that.
movie.
Yo, it goes into that though. This fucking detective hated Sonny so bad, man. He kept fucking with him. But he said in one of the clips, he said, you know your people are the reason for all these problems.
Oh, wow.
He was like, I wish you people, no, he was like, you people should be locked up from when you were born. Forever. And Sonny hit him. You know, Jake got a slick little mouth. He said, you know what? He said, we are. Basically, he said, we are fucking locked up from the day we born. Because y'all always fucking with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I got a precept for that.
It says that this is a prison house.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you can use that for actual prisons, but
Yeah.
but looking at the bigger picture, America is a prison house.
Yeah.
You see, it says that Jeremiah 15:33, it says that the Esau refused to let us go.
Right,
He kept us.
right.
He's held us fast.
Passports.
Yeah.
This is Job, real quick. Job 14 and 1. Man, because he said about being, as soon as he's born, he should be what he is.
Straight.
Yo, you got a covenant that you're vowed to, the birth certificate and your social number.
Before we even know about it.
That's your stock.
Man, you a number on the board.
This is Job 14:1. Man that is born of a woman is of a few days and full of troubles. So as soon as Jake's born here, because when Esau's born, he can tell a lie to get out of the situation. He's rich. As soon as he come forth.
Man, so he got 800 credit score.
Yeah.
Right.
So he good. This is king. He good.
Jake will be born owing spectrums.
Jake born without no parents. Jake, you got Jakes that grew up in foster homes.
Yeah.
You see, I know Jakes that grew up like that.
Me too.
And not knowing, and not knowing who their actual father or mother is.
Yeah. And they been all type of abused, sexually molested,
You see?
discarded, unheard, kicked out, group home.
Yeah, man, you can't tell me we're not the Israelites, man.
Word.
You can't tell me that so-called black people, Latinos, and the Americans are not Israelites, man.
What's that? The guy went through boarding schools and shit.
Yep. That shit made me cry. I watched that shit. I was pissed off. Sometimes I gotta have a day off.
Yeah,
'Cause,
man.
like I ain't trying to be around and eat my after this.
Yeah,
I mean, we're cool, but that shit that's our people.
Yeah.
You know, you listening to Gad, she's talking about how he did stuff to her, like that's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
And then these people are, and then Esau still keeps that same energy.
The guy got a high level of suicide,
Alcoholism.
The women is missing. The men too coming up missing and shit. Like this shit crazy, bro.
And then even like when you watch movies like Victor, you had the Ricans, the
Great Migration.
The Great Migration, yeah. The Ricans, the tribe of Ephraim, they come over here, get hooked on heroin because why? Because Esau. That's his fault. But they over there forcing Puerto Rico. Bridgeport. It's very got fruits over there. Everything over there is
got
very
everything they
beautiful.
need.
It's very exotic.
That
But come over
Babylon
here,
juice.
come over here to America and you die because you OD'd on Esau's drug.
Yeah.
It's pharmakia, man. You see?
Fentanyl.
Yeah, man.
We got a lot to pay for, man.
A lot.
A lot
You
of
see?
blood.
That's why when we get Esau in the kingdom, man, it's gonna be all gas, no brakes.
Breaks.
Oh, fire, baby.
Yeah,
I got a
man.
precept pertaining to the Puerto Ricans.
Yep.
This is Hosea 9:13.
Our brothers, man.
Yep. Shit, the other day, I was doing a side job, and it was a construction site, and because I speak, a little Spanish, the Lord had look, Ephraim right there.
Oh, I
The
hear.
Lord had Ephraim had mercy on me, and I grabbed all the scrap and shit.
Right.
And then fucking pissy Pisserton Esau came. It was like, what are y'all doing? It was mad as fuck. I left with that shit too. He was, but the
can't
Jake
have
was
shit.
cool. I'm like, hola, hermano, te amo, da. And we was talking. He said, yeah, you got all that. They was cool as shit.
Yeah.
But as soon as Esau came, it's all everybody.
The white devil.
It's like Debo showed up.
Yeah.
It
Because
was
he
literally-
wanted it.
yeah.
Because he wanted it.
Well, he was the overseer. He was the
Yeah.
foreman.
Yeah.
So everybody was cool. They got Ricky Martin playing. You know what I mean? Everybody chilling.
Yep.
And then Esau came, and now it's La Vida Loca. Like all the music go
Damn,
down.
man.
Everybody great.
Right
Piece
there.
of
You
shit.
know the sick part about it? He probably didn't even want it.
No.
He just didn't want you to have it.
Exactly.
He's going to throw it in the
Exactly.
trash anyway.
It was in the trash.
Yeah,
I
see?
said, can I take this from the
Yeah.
trash?
Right?
You know what I mean?
That's done with using. Nobody's using no more. It's done away with. Esau, man, because you got it.
Yep.
Cover this, man.
Well, this is for Ephraim, the Great Migration of 1950, right?
30s.
20, was it 20?
1930s.
30,
1930s.
okay, leading up to the
Yeah.
okay, and then it died. Yeah.
Yeah.
It says Ephraim, Puerto Ricans, as I saw, Tyrus is planted in a pleasant place. What's the pleasant place?
Pleasant place. United States.
No.
No, I mean, Jerusalem.
No,
I don't know.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Yeah.
For Ephraim.
Yes.
Puerto Rico
Yep.
rich.
Rich.
Yep.
And the reason why it's pleasant because it had very, very exotic fruits. You see, it's very rich in soil and
Materials.
yeah, material. The
Yeah.
water, material. You see,
Even
substance.
even in their water, they said that, and it was like it had like precious stones in the sea. You know what I'm saying? They was able, that's why they say from above, you was able to see it sparkle.
Wow.
All the gems that they had.
Wow.
Like they said, like the Ephraimites was walking around with stones.
Yep.
And everything.
Gold, decked out.
Yep.
You gonna say something?
No.
Okay. And it says, planted in a pleasant place. Now this proves it's not talking about America. But Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murderer.
Who's the murderer? Who's the slayer?
Spanish.
The America, Babylon.
Yeah.
Because during the Great Migration, you know that you had Jacob over here to migrate over here to the murderer, America, the murderer, and then look at the condition of so-called Latinos today.
Right.
Look at the condition of so-called blacks today. You can go down street, go down the street right now, North Clinton, Avenue D. Yeah, and Jake is fucked up.
Are you Puerto Rican?
Oh, see, yeah, man.
His brother's Puerto Rican.
Yeah, you my brother, man.
Puerto Ricans live good in the hood?
Hell yeah.
No, of course they do. No, do they live better than white people?
In the hood, of course.
See, but that's that hood rich mentality.
Yeah, I know.
We know what you mean,
Yeah.
but the conditions that they live in is that
Poverty.
Yeah, the poverty.
Fucked up houses.
Yeah.
Right.
The
Roaches.
white people in the hood is like dirt poor.
No, we're not talking about them, but I'm saying the condition of Puerto Ricans in the hood. That's not a good position to be in, right? And they're in the same position as blacks, right? Because that's because y'all are Israelites.
Yeah.
Y'all, those are the curses that you're going through. The Lord, because you ever wonder why are black and brown people like this when other people aren't? Like Chinese, so-called white people, even Africans.
Yeah.
They don't live like that.
Nope.
Why do black and Spanish people live like that?
I don't know. There's so much hate. We're trying to be better.
Get it,
Isaiah 11.
Oh yeah, that's even better. Yeah, Isaiah 11.
People be hating.
Yeah.
Especially now they
You know what that is? That's a curse. Our God is Yahweh. Who you call God? His real name in the ancient tongue was like English, Spanish. That's all new language.
what Jesus Christ is Yahshua.
Yahushai.
Oh.
Close.
Yep.
Yahushai. You're very close. It's Yahushai.
I did it on Google. I
Yep.
said that's how I pronounce it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the white man's
Because somebody put me on. And I was like, whenever I find like something, I gotta research it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, like, they ain't just gonna tell me anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Believe it type. So you gotta be.
Yeah.
Well, look up to go further with that. For you, look up Paleo Hebrew. Paleo Hebrew doesn't have U's in it. It's
See,
ba.
the Yahshua is like that was Jesus' real name.
It wasn't his real name because
That's what they said.
That's what they
It's
said.
Hebrew.
But it's Paleo Hebrew, which is ancient Hebrew,
got
because
that
you got
word.
different Hebrews.
I guess that when they pronounced it or whatever, that's how they said. That's how when I read it.
Here, look, I'll put Yahweh Shine. I'm listening.
Yeah.
I read
She
it
got
on
the
the
sign
stuff.
out.
I pulled it up.
Yeah.
And how it was relating back to me was that it manifested to come out to Jesus Christ, but the original name was Yahshua or Joshua.
Well, that's
back
cool.
to Joshua.
Yep.
But when you go back to original translation, a pronunciation is Yahweh Shai.
Yep. It's Hawashai, not Shua, not the U. That's the only thing they got messed up is they're pronouncing a U. It's Yiddish. So there's no but so we call on Yahushai. Because if you go back to the alphabet, ancient alphabet, like the land of Lebanon, which is the ancient Lebanon today, is what the land of Canaan would be back in the past times, where they all were. We usually have a world map. Really where the land of Israel is, the language they spoke isn't what they're speaking today. They call, you got like English, you have Old English, Middle English, and Modern English.
Yeah.
Like you got Old Hebrew, Middle Hebrew, and Modern Hebrew.
You also have Assyrian.
Right, Assyrian Hebrew.
Yeah.
So the Hebrew we call upon is not Assyrian or Modern, which would be Yiddish. We call on Paleo Hebrew. So that's why our pronunciation is Yahweh Shai, and yours is, how you say it? Yahshua. Which Joshua is how they're trying to say Joshua.
Right. No, I mean how they when I heard it, maybe I did not pronounce it right. So I mean I could be.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, you're on the way though. You're on the way, brother.
I just like facts.
Yeah, good.
I got a quick one.
Paleo means ancient.
Yep.
Look up the ancient Hebrew, you will find there's no
Isaiah
U's, What else?
Yeah. And
There's
it
no
was
U's or
explaining-
V's.
It was explaining that the language was totally different, like the way they pronounced everything. Just like what you said.
Yeah, just look up paleo. Then in your studies, go further. Go further than the Assyrian. Go what was before the Assyrian.
I just really started studying.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Just
But
taking everything.
let's explain to him why black and brown people have issues with one another.
Okay, I gotta go through that. I got Isaiah though.
Yeah, well, you could do Isaiah first.
Okay.
11 and
This is Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 13. Isaiah 11 verse 13. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah
Now-
shall be cut off.
Ephraim is the so-called Puerto Rican people.
I get the ground.
Judah is the so-called black people. So there's the Bible speaks how they have
Like divided.
against each other. Like right now, why would black and brown people be divided?
I mean, you know what I mean? It really don't make no sense.
But that- but
because,
it- but that-
we really in the same
28, 16.
Yeah.
But it's like you just want to look at each other like
No, 2854.
Yeah, 5-4.
like that.
Yep.
Like a competition.
Yep.
Some people have small minds.
Yep.
I can't understand.
Ultimately, that's going on because the Lord cursed us as a nation. That's the only reason. Because think about it. If Spanish and black people banded together, they would take over.
It always happens. I'm gonna interrupt you, but look at the watch riots, even up there in Attica.
Yep.
You know about the prison riot? Who was it? Black and brown.
Being like
Oh.
carry everything's totally
And
separate.
then,
Yeah.
real quick, also too,
Black, brown,
Yep.
brick, blood.
Yep. But guess what? All that you just named, those are all black and brown people.
Yep.
You know?
They all the same.
But
Yeah.
even then,
Right,
if you
right.
watch the movie Judas and the Black Messiah, during the whole Black Panther movement, you had a group. I forgot the name of the group.
Hispanic
No, the
group.
brown berets.
The Brown
Yeah,
Berets.
yeah,
See,
yeah.
but they were a whole like a Hispanic Black Panther.
Yep.
You see?
Yep.
So-
I watched the actual documentary on Democracy Now.
Mhm.
It's a PBS show, but they had actual members on there talking about it.
See?
How they had to follow the black blueprint on how to do it.
Mhm.
See, we all know we brothers and sisters on a micro level, so they knew that they had to follow. Like even with civil rights, current civil rights, nobody would really have it if it wasn't for the blacks, because of what we went through fighting for it for so long with each other.
Which ultimately it was the Lord that did it.
Like
Yeah.
Being a head tribe too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Spanish, black, it was all discriminated.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I mean, like they went to Africa and came over with a boat. Right?
Yep. Well, they also went to Puerto Rico and took them on a
First,
boat.
they came first.
They took Puerto Ricans first.
Yeah.
But they don't know that because they're destroyed for lack of knowledge.
I got you. I got you.
Get the evil eye towards their brother first.
You know what? It's a lot of black Puerto Ricans. too.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
They never even
No.
know the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like he Puerto Rican.
Bro,
Yeah, see?
bro,
Yeah.
bro, come here real quick. Look at this sign. Now tell me who's the blackest on here out of Hispanic tribes.
Dominican,
Dominican,
Yep.
Brazilians, Mexicans,
They get real dark. The Dominican,
Ecuador.
Cubans.
White
Cubans get dark.
Oh, you heard
Spaniards.
it? Nope. He said, I saw some white Dominicans. Ephraim is a cake not turned.
Turn. Yep.
Let's get that.
Yeah.
That you got some of our
Isaiah
people that
70.
will look lighter than others too.
Right, right, right.
Yeah,
With the
I mean,
Bible.
Right.
I seen
Yeah, look at it.
man, it's the Dominican.
What's the boxer?
White.
Yep.
What's
Isaiah
that
78.
boxer's name? Canelo.
Canelo.
Look at Canelo. He looks Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's a straight up Mexican.
Yeah.
He's a God's child.
Right.
See, we're God's children. Word, not everyone though. Only a certain amount of people on earth are God's children. That's why we can go in the Bible and say, this is why this is happening to you. You see? Because this is our history. This is our story that's playing. It's prophecy. Like, the kingdom of heaven, that's going to play out on earth, and it's going to be our kingdom.
Exactly.
And the people that enslaved us, murdered us, oppressed us, they're going to be under us.
Yep.
Like we're under them now.
That's
and
true.
the Puerto Rican brothers and the black brothers, they're going to be together. They're going to be together as Israelites, and we're not going to speak English, nor are we going to speak Spanish. We're going to speak our ancient Paleo tongue.
One stick.
Yep.
We're gonna bring the northern and southern
Exactly.
Yep.
tribes back together.
Get the curse for him so he understands
Okay.
why there's an issue between black and brown people first.
This is the book of Deuteronomy.
Because Esau just called it gang violence.
Exactly.
A Christian can't open this book and tell you that. It's the Lord that put on our spirit to explain these things. Because I would want to know, as a so-called black or brown man, why do I got an issue with my fellow black or brown person? I'm a Christian. We're supposed to be together. They can't tell you why.
Most fights is on religion.
Yeah, wars. Wars. The third war is going to be a religion war.
Check this out.
Islam and Judaism.
Yeah. Read this for him.
This is one of the curses. This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 54.
Yep.
So that the man that is slender among you
Yep.
and very delicate.
The Israelite man that was set up to be the servant of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? Cool, calm, collective, easygoing, loving, compassionate. My brother, you good? That's why in the Bible, when the Levite brother went into the town of Benjamin, the other man, he's like, yo, why ain't nobody take you in?
Yeah, he was an Ephraimite too.
Yeah, he was Ephraim too. He was a Puerto Rican. Keep reading.
And it says, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
The eye, see, his eye shall be evil towards other Israelite brother.
You know what's the big part of that? The language barrier.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a huge
I
part.
mean,
Yeah.
like you got a lot of Spanish that don't speak no English.
Yep.
So, they speak a little English. They might hear you say something, and they might think you said something else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you
So
gotta,
it's like a misunderstanding.
Yeah,
type
no.
of-
and you also gotta understand too, there's a lot of wicked ass black and brown people too, where they're just complete fucking demons
To each other.
and to each other. And guess what? God, the Most High, is gonna destroy them.
That's right.
The Lord's gonna judge them because you're not supposed to be doing that. That's murder. It said, love thy neighbor.
Everybody, it's like, they really don't even say hi, bye. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Joseph. This is what Joseph went through.
Yeah.
communication. See?
Yeah, that's
Like,
wicked.
Then people like, the people, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you might turn down a woman and she might take it personal. Like they don't understand what, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm different, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know, you're not just gonna throw this on me and think, you know what I'm saying?
You're not a simp.
Exactly.
Now finish this curse for the brother.
And it says,
That's hard.
and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children,
Yep.
which he shall lead.
Boom. So it said there's a curse that the Israelite man will have where he's going to be, his eye is going to be hostile towards his fellow brother. That proves Spanish people are Israelites.
Exactly.
Why do black and brown people hate each other? Because they're Israelites.
Yep.
And then it said, now precept Isaiah 51 and 20. It said that he's going to leave his wife and his children, single mother households. That happens in the hood. That's a thing that goes down. Now you have certain Spanish families and even some black families where they try to keep it, but you got a lot of single Spanish mothers, a lot of single black mothers. And then they raise up these children. They don't see their fathers because where do their fathers go? Prison. Or from where? The streets. Isaiah 51.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets.
What's up, nigga? Right in the street, throwing up hand signs.
Where you from?
Where are you from?
It's Mount Block.
I'm from Bompton.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Keep going. Yeah. Keep going.
As a wild bull in a net.
But
they are-
as hold on, brother. But as a wild bull, what happens when you take not a tamed bull? When you take a wild bull and you try to capture it, what's that bull gonna do?
Fight back.
Buck fight. That's why they're in the street like that. Cyrac, Glock tester, shot tester, whatever. That's why they're like this out here. But nobody else is like that.
Yep.
If you notice, white boys ain't like that. Asian boys ain't like that. But for some reason, you got wild bulls in Babylon that are black and brown.
And if they are, they following out the gate.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. What would you don't go down Avenue D. You ask this guy, hey, you can. It ain't racist to say these black motherfuckers is crazy.
Yep.
It ain't racist to say, hey, watch out for that crazy Puerto Rican. He said, I don't know, he was Panamanian or some shit. Right? Right?
Yep.
So we're right there. Like,
See?
For us in Avenue D, I remember when, like a couple years ago when they came out with them the police came out with them beanbag.
Yep.
It was knocking, man, that shit hurt.
But notice that's only pertaining to the people we're talking about.
Exactly.
But then we can find why in the Bible.
The Bible.
In the Bible explaining black and brown violence, black on black crime. The Bible explains that, not the Christian church. You see?
Now the unholy Quran.
Yep, read it again, brother. Thank you for reading that. Read it again.
Verse 20, my sons have fainted. They
Yep.
lie at the head of all the streets.
Right, that's why they go in the street. They're politicking.
Yeah.
Against the wall, cracking the ball, you know?
Yep.
Right? Philly, read that. You know, you
Yep.
see him out here. But why ain't other people doing that if that's just something you can do in Babylon?
Exactly.
Why do only black and brown men do this?
Right.
Black and brown women. You know, keep going.
Can I say this
As
real
a-
quick?
I'm sorry, yeah.
And that part about the politicking, that's real shit. Like they actually have meetings
Yep.
that say we gonna take over this territory.
Yep.
We gonna kill what's the name.
Yep.
That's like hood politics.
Yep.
So it's actually like a culture.
Yep.
Gang culture.
As a wild bull in the net, they are full of fury of the Lord.
They're full of fury. And when you go into that word net, it goes into becoming hot.
Ooh.
What's black? What did Jake say? Man, I'm getting hot right now.
Yeah.
Don't we say that? That's our lingo. But our lingo is found in the Bible.
Yep.
You see? So we found out now that the Bible was written by us, for us, and to us. Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, who you call God, Jesus, they're all black men. They're not the only white people you're gonna find in the Bible as a nation is Esau, the so-called white man you see today.
Right.
Or Miriam when she got cursed with leprosy. Because that's what it's clean leprosy.
Simeon and Barnabas, Hispanic, Dominican. Simeon.
Yep, Simeon.
Dominican.
Yep.
So black and Hispanic.
Yep.
people.
Yep,
Man,
and Native
Bible.
American.
Yep.
Because the Puerto Ricans were called what? Taino Indians.
Yeah.
You are Taino Indians. You got one people calling themselves a color, black, and another people calling themselves a language, Spanish. What kind of history is that?
Right.
You more than a language.
Right.
You know? But we don't think like that.
Exactly.
Or rich poor.
Yep.
This is from NYC Department of Records and Information. It says New York City and the Attica State Prison riot, which Attica is a fucking hour and 7 minutes away. The Attica State Prison uprising in September 1971 that resulted in 43 deaths had a profound effect on the prisoners' right movement. It says, on the other hand, administrators blamed the incident on a lack of oversight and security measures. Another important factor was the rural location of a prison housing predominantly black and brown prisoners guarded by white officers.
See? Judah and Ephraim.
So when the shit goes down, they're gonna link back up together.
Yep.
Yeah.
It
Yep.
said that's in Micah. It said they shall be as a lion. I'm gonna get it.
Okay.
You said got that in Isaiah 11? I'll get that for you.
Yo, I had a Spanish brother tell me that I had my seeds out at the park, and it was when that whole the police shootings and shit started happening. And he was like, we just started talking, but he was like, yo, you know we gonna help y'all, right? He's like, when the shit go down, he said, you know we gonna help y'all.
Well, even during
man.
well, guess what? Mexico caught backlash from America because they didn't America said when the slaves run away and they go into Mexico, you should give us legal right to go and get them. Mexico said no.
Right.
They said no, you're not come. If they cross the border, they're in our country.
Right.
You can't come here.
And we usually mesh well
And
with
yep.
Mexicans and Hispanics
Yep.
and blacks. They,
Yep.
they
Yep.
have community, have babies and shit with each
Brothers.
other.
Telling you, man,
You
it's
know
that
what I'm
language barrier.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it'll be wise to learn a little Spanish.
Yeah. I use
I know a little Spanish, just a little bit.
What-
Poquito.
Yeah.
What Biggie said, Rob Vanish came back speaking Spanish.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, he went where? He went down, the southern.
This is
America.
Micah 5, verse 7. And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people.
Right, the Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, they're going to be in the midst of many people. Babylon, a melting cup, is a midst of many people. But all this land and opportunity, somehow we're all funneled together on Avenue B. You know?
Right.
What the fuck?
Right.
Keep going.
Yep.
Oh, right over there on Joseph and Little Cuba.
Yep.
Yeah.
See that? Joseph, just like in the Bible. Little Cuba.
Bad street right there.
See?
Hell yeah.
See?
That's
See?
a horrible street.
Then the one across from it even worse.
Yup. Wilkins, all that shit.
But
all
with
that shit.
the question,
I'm talking about the
Right there.
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
But the question is why? That should be the question. Why? Why isn't it bad in college town?
Right.
Why isn't it bad in Pittsburgh?
Right.
Why is it bad in Macedon or Palmyra? Why is it bad where black and brown people are? Because they're a cursed chosen people.
Yep.
Babylon was created for our punishment. This is our prison sentence.
And
right
they
now.
flood where we live at. They flooded with drugs,
Guns.
and it's heavily occupied by police too.
Yep.
You barely see police when you're driving out by yourself.
Nope.
Yeah.
4 cars deep in the
Yep.
city.
Yep. 2 cars deep, 4 men.
I used to be involved, man.
Of course, we
Like people, you know what I'm saying? They keep trying to be like, you know, like, I'm like, man, I don't
Yeah.
That shit,
Yeah.
you know,
That shit's
do whatever
out.
you want.
We're in the-
I got some nice sneakers and shit. Don't mean
Right.
I'm selling
Oh,
drugs.
right.
No, they do that.
Yeah.
They're cursed. That's
Blessed, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
There you go, brother.
That's it.
Yeah.
It says, and the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people.
Look, that's a spirit. It's
Yeah.
a single mother with 3 kids. Where's the father? We just read it. It said he shall leave the wife of his
Yeah,
bosom.
Ephraimite,
And
bro.
there's children. That's the Holy Spirit, man.
Yeah. Man, call life about
That's not right.
Oh,
Other people don't suffer like we suffer. That's not okay. Having a family, a unit, that's not right.
and then they're on the bus.
And then on the butt, that's a curse.
City
Hard
bus.
for a girl with 4 kids.
Man.
You know what I mean?
That's why we need the Lord.
Yeah, that's why we need our Lord. Keep going.
In the midst of many people, as they do from the Lord,
Yeah.
as the showers upon the grass that tarry not for man, nor waited for the sons of men.
Right, meaning there's a dew when you wake up in the morning. There's dew on the grass. That Jake overpopulates everything. So there's a lot of Israelite. There's more of us than there is them.
Hell
What
yeah.
is this, man? Just curious.
Oh, it's our garment. It's our ancient garment that we all wore in the ancient time. First Esdras, I think 2, 1 and 7 says that the priestly garments down to the foot. So this is what a priest is really supposed to wear. This is what a pastor is supposed to wear. But they wear what? Suits and ties. This is what we're supposed to wear with a border of blue in our fringes because the laws were given to us. Us, the laws in the Bible, that was given to us,
Right.
only us. It wasn't given to no one else. So that's why we had a
Our
savior.
religion is so plastic.
Well, that's because the deceivers ruling. You speak Spanish? So Blanco Americano, Diablo. You know that, which he's really red. Rojo. Rojo Americano is the Diablo. He deceived you. He gave, thank you, brother, that's the spirit. He gave you, and really we could pull both out. Yep. Look, he gave you this. Now get the other one, brother. He gave y'all this, so he can give you this. Let me see.
Oh, yeah.
It went from one idol to the other.
Yep.
It went from one idol to the other. He gave you this, then to give you this.
Yep.
So don't take neither. That the white man is the devil. He's the demon.
The Bible speaks.
Yes. Because when you look at all of our history, black and brown Spanish, who destroyed, you mentioned it, who destroyed the Spanish, the conquistadors? Who destroyed the blacks, the early settlers, the so-called pilgrims? Who destroyed the Native Americans? You see? It's the same guy.
Yeah.
Same culprit.
No, all right. Like, just me. Like, I think in all races, you got good people. So, like, I'm not prejudiced
Yeah.
for a black person, for a white person.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah.
people are people. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
But this is the
that's
thing.
just how I vibe.
But I want to also inform you that even though you have all these people have their own nationality.
Exactly.
They have a biblical. So, and that's fine. I don't hate every white person I see, but if they're an Edomite, according to the prophecy, they're going to go into slavery because there's something called not a respecter of person. But just because they're walking on the street, I'm not going to say this or say that. Things have to happen how they happen, you know, and they're nations that have to be judged. So-called Chinese people, for what they did to the Israelites, have to be judged. So-called Japanese and so on. Africans, they have to be
Black.
judged.
You know, the Chinese people, they're the one that brought that
Speaking.
what's that shit?
Yep, pestilence. But just to stick on the main fact,
They hated in the lab. They're like,
This is back in Micah 5 and 8. And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people.
which proves in the New Testament, when the Apostle Paul was going to Gentiles, he was going to Israelites that didn't know that they were Israelites. Like you, if I'm okay, what's your nationality? See, he's a Puerto Rican, but you didn't know that he's actually an Ephraimite, your biblical nationality. See, this is your nationality, what America calls you, but what are you in the eyes of God?
Right.
Does God say, hey, Puerto Rican, come here?
Uh.
No, he's gonna say, hey, call the Ephraimites over here.
Yep.
chosen, man.
That's right,
Yeah,
brother.
the chosen.
Right.
Yeah.
Chosen.
Right, because there
Right.
will be 12,000 from each tribe.
Yeah.
So
I
going to,
mean, like, I didn't apply for this, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. God get it.
I was just following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it says man's goings are of the Lord. That's why the Spirit had you stop here and conversate with us. So you can be enlightened about your heritage that was discontinued from you.
Exactly.
Jeremy,
I just like to listen to knowledge.
Yeah.
Like, I was speaking,
yeah.
I think I saw you years ago, man. You stopped one time.
But let me say this. When you go into Jeremiah 17:4, it says, thou shalt discontinue thy heritage. That word heritage means inheritance or possession. Romans 8:17, we are joint heirs. So we now know we are joint heirs. The rest of our people don't know.
Right.
So that's what's been cut off, your knowledge of who you are.
Right.
What's the song, Joel Santana? Who am I?
Who am I?
Jackie Chan movie, Who Am I? Because we're all born with amnesia. There's no remembrance of former things. So the Lord got to hit you. You know, he got to open you up. The light bulb.
Yeah.
That's why it says, thy eye shall see thy teacher, and then you will look back. What's going on here? What's this about? What's happening? What's up? You know? So that's what's taking place, a grand awakening, where we're no longer identifying as a color or a language.
More important.
Right.
Verse 8, and the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who we go through, both tread it down and tear it in pieces,
Yeah.
and none can deliver.
There's a time coming when all hell's going to break loose in America. All hell's going to break loose, which will be prophecy, which is identified as Jacob's trouble. Okay? And then what's going to be going on too? World War III. The dollar's going to collapse. So you're going to have looting, shootings, riots, skirmishes. You're going to have gender wars, class wars, race wars, civil unrest, gang wars. And guess what? When that time comes, they're going to band together because we're in it together. So
We're in prison together.
we're in prison together, and the brother is born through the afflictions.
Yep.
So the black and brown people will band together.
This they always do, bro.
Yep.
Get that for you too.
Yep. When you go in history, it always happens.
Yep.
I mean, you know, you just have a couple people out of every race that is fucking stupid.
Yeah, they're bad eggs.
Yeah.
They're bad eggs. Absolutely. And we rebuke them. And we rebuke them.
We see it all the time.
Yep.
We
Yep.
see the evil eye.
Yep.
Yeah.
Called her ass out on it too.
I got a quick precept for you,
People,
bro.
they can't do nothing but hate.
Yeah.
They just,
Because they're cursed.
you know, they upset with their situation, but I mean, like, you gotta do something about it.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you gotta surrender. You know,
Yep. Yep.
You can't do nothing with this. Come help me with this.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep. Well, the scriptures say, if a burden's too heavy, you give it to the Lord.
Yep.
It's too heavy for me. I need your help. You know, and that's what Israel is doing. In these last days, who's the only people that's still trusting in God?
Right.
So-called black, brown, and Native
Yeah.
American
Yep.
people. Everybody else doing their own thing. Weirdo Christians is conspiracy theorists following after a number trail, you know. But black people, no matter what, and brown people, no matter, ideals, man, right?
Yeah.
No matter what, calling on God and Jesus. And even Esau, out his own mouth said, he said, I am baffled. How can these people that were murdered and oppressed still serve a God that looks like the one doing it to them? Because they were given an idol to worship, because that's a curse too. You shall worship wood and stone. But then they don't know is that he gave them a false image, but their zeal keeps them serving their God, but not according to their knowledge.
Right.
Now knowledge is being poured out. Proverbs 8, wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets saying, how long will you love simplicity? You know?
Like even in our worst conditions, like say slavery, what was being like sung in the fields, old Negro spiritual, swing low,
Sweet
We
chariot.
still had the faith
Yeah.
that the Lord was gonna bring us out of that, man. In the worst conditions.
And they was hanging Spanish people too during
Yeah.
that time. And Mexican brothers.
Yeah.
You know?
God protects you sometimes.
Yep.
Protects you.
Check this right now.
Yep.
See where your heart is.
Read this,
I got
yep.
a precept for you. This is the book of Isaiah 11.
Point's been made. Don't
Yeah.
say it after, you know.
The book of Isaiah 11 and verse 13. It says, the envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of, now Ephraim talking about the Puerto Ricans.
Yep.
And it says, and the adversaries of Judah, the so-called blacks, shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah.
Ephraim will no longer, Puerto Ricans will no longer have a jealousy spirit or vice versa. This animosity. That's what the Bible's letting us know. Keep going.
And it
Meaning
says,
a great cleansing in the spirit's coming. Because that's ultimately what it is. This is a spiritual thing. Why you act like this, why you think like that, is spiritual. So there are certain spirits. I'll give you a good example. Ephesians 2:12 says that we were without Yahweh Shai with no hope in the world. What's Pac say? He said, I'm hopeless living a thug life. Now, what's a thug? A thug is an ancient demon. It's a demon, so that means that's a spirit on our people to be hopeless and being thuggish, fighting, rugged, gunning. See? So it's all spiritual. He wasn't no prophet.
Nah, he was a false prophet.
Yeah, he's a false prophet.
Nah, I mean, you know,
I know what you mean when you say that.
He said a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, that ring bells.
True.
Yeah.
But he wasn't of the Lord's.
Right.
You see?
Right.
Because
Yeah, because he was, you know, living that.
He's
bang, bang.
leaving La Vida Loca.
He was a zealot.
Hey, he
Exactly.
died like he lived.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Well, the Bible says, live by the sword, die by it.
Yeah.
And he was sold out too.
The closest to him killed him.
I'm going to just finish it off.
Yeah.
The last part of Isaiah 11 and verse 13, it says, Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
Yeah, keep going.
But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines
We're
toward
gonna
the
be flying
west.
soon. We're gonna be able to fly soon. We're gonna get new bodies too. We're about to have new, beautiful bodies. We're gonna have literally superhuman strength.
Literally,
We're gonna have superpower. This ain't normal.
X-Men.
We're the giants of Genesis.
Yep.
We're sons of God. Man.
Yep.
Yeah. Brightburn, man.
Yep.
Times 100.
We say sons of God. So in our language, that would be Banyam Shah Allah.
Yep.
And it goes on to say, they shall spoil them of the east together.
We're gonna take the world back.
Yep.
We're gonna take the world back, starting with our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Yep.
They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them.
That's coming in the future. That's what the Bible says. God's people gonna whoop ass. That's what the Bible says. Don't it say a fool's mouth calleth for strokes? Don't it say the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High? So let me hear a nigga say ABC, we whooping ass.
Yep.
Anything that comes from Esau's vain philosophies, his ideology is getting foot to mouth.
Any ounce of westernization,
Yep.
it's gonna be choked out of your ass.
Better
It's
say
gonna be
It
choked
says
out.
Judah hand shall be in the neck of his
Yeah.
enemies.
I've been feeling
He said,
strong.
ABC, well, you better say Abba God.
Yep.
For real,
Yep.
man. Let me see. Verse 15, and the Lord shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea, and with this mighty wind shall he shake his hand over the river, and shall smite it in the 7 streams, and make men go over dry shod. Destruction is coming to America.
Yep.
Destruction
To the world.
is coming to the world, man. You know,
Rulership
man,
to us.
Yep.
that's right.
There is a new world order coming under the rulership of Yahweh Shai and his elect. You know?
Good, good. So that being said, we all want to say, call Lam La,
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem, Dakodash.
Double honor being to the elder apostles, great millstone that do really teach well. The Lord's will, you all were edified. Shalom.
Shalom.